What it do? What it do? What's going on? It's your boy William Basher, and we here at the No Name Show. And in the house, we got.
What up? It's Prince. No, it's A-Dot.
We have the artist formerly known as Prince. And for my outfit, if anybody's out there, I want you guys to guess and see if you can guess what I am today.
Come on, man. We got to give a prize if anybody can guess what this is, man.
If you can guess correctly, you might get a little something.
What?
I thought A-Dot was Jerome when she walked in.
Hilarious. Jerome in the house.
No, I'm talking about Prince's man that held the mirror.
Oh, yeah. Was it Mickey Free?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was Jerome. They held the mirror.
Jerome, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Jerome. From Morris Day in the Time. Yeah.
Be like,
That's funny. But, yeah, today we got the Halloween show, seeing as we are going into Halloween this weekend for all you fun folks. So, quick little fact on Halloween. This is Google prone, so correct it if it's wrong. So, for the history, we got, according to the historians, the tradition originated from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. How y'all feel about that?
You think it works?
Them
So, look, I got a little extra history for you.
Okay.
So, fun fact is, do you know why they say trick or treat?
No, why?
Why do they say trick or treat?
Right. So along that belief system is they believe that this time of year, right, the spirit world will be open and demons can come back and forth.
Yeah.
Right.
So in order to confuse the demons, you would dress up like one, right, or you would offer them a treat so that they wouldn't possess your body or kill you or whatever the myth is.
Okay.
So that was the two options. Either you wear the outfit, which is a trick, because you're tricking the demon to think you're a demon, or you give them candy. So there it goes.
Okay.
Trick or treat. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
So what if you wear a nice costume? Do they still think you a demon?
Yeah.
Nope.
Like,
We don't. If y'all walk out there like this, y'all in trouble.
Right.
They're like,
Like, nah, we're gonna kill you. Right.
I thought you was already gone.
Man.
How'd you come back?
So yeah, starting off the
that's
topic,
interesting.
boys. We got So seeing it as a Halloween show. So does people out there? Do you guys still celebrate Halloween? And how old is it? How old do you got to be? Is it ever too old to stop trick or treating?
Trick or treating.
Anybody think so?
Ooh. I mean, technically, the Catholic Church and a lot of Christians don't celebrate it because the next day is All Saints Day. So usually they don't. And then a lot of Mexicans do Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, Dia de los Muertos.
So we do the Day of the Dead, and celebrate. But I still celebrate. I mean, there's parties. So
Yeah. Yeah, me personally, I usually don't even dress up for Halloween, personally. I never dress up for anything.
yeah.
Yeah,
We can see the wig.
What was your guys' first costume?
First costume that I'm aware. Well, actually, no. I saw a video of me as a pirate at like age 0. But as far as memory, I do remember being a Power Ranger. 2, I was the Black Ranger and the Red Ranger.
That was lit.
In the same year. Like I got both costumes for different days.
That's funny.
Yeah. And it was like that bootleg costume too, the one where you get like the regular outfit, but it's just the mask in the front, the plastic, and then it has like that strap in the back.
The old plastic.
Yeah.
That's funny. My first one was Princess Leia.
Oh, Star Wars.
And then they took me to some Halloween festivities, and then they go take a picture of Darth Vader, and I started crying.
What?
I was so little, I was so scared.
I was gonna say because you were scared, or just because you were like, oh my god.
No, I was scared.
Why you do that to Luke? Like,
yeah, I was scared, but it was Princess Leia.
Darth Vader had that creepy voice.
Yeah.
Now iconic, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Now,
funny.
being too old to trick or treat, I don't know. I mean, high school, I don't know if high school still.
Is it? I mean,
trick-or-treat?
is it really too old? Because I mean, like to this day, if you like candy, I don't see what the purpose is. Like the problem
show
is,
up.
like if I show up and I'm like, hey, yo, my man, I know you got Snickers in that. Just holla, just. I know I ain't got no costume or nothing like that. If you could just throw that in the bag, that would be great. Because like going off the definition, we just got trick or treat. I mean, if you don't give me the treat, I can definitely show you the trick in me.
Get something. Yeah, because I remember in high school we still trick or treated, but that was.
We still trick or treated. Anybody ever gone bag snatching? It's ruthless. I ain't never do it. I just asked. It was always a thing
that.
where I was from, bag snatching, where you would legit go out to trick-or-treaters and try to run up and snatch their bags.
They snatch their whole bag.
Yeah. And
after
just
you went
and
through
run
all
off
that.
after you did all that work.
Mm-hmm.
Treacherous people out there.
I didn't do that, but I know a lot of people that did.
That's cold-blooded.
It's cold. I never did. I'm just asking because, you know, I was trying to see, well, you know, who I'm working with.
Yeah.
You know.
Bag snatchers. And it'd be full bag, too.
It'd be a full bag. Like, I done put in work the whole night. You've been going from about 5 p.m. to about 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Smooth 3 hours of strong work. Dude, run up on you. Don't even got a costume on. Just run up on you.
Just take it.
All
That's
his ammunition.
sad.
Like, man, I just got stolen on by doing some Air Forces.
But then back then, too, we never really looked at the candy. We just ate it. But now it's like people have to look through the candy.
Nah.
See, you know.
I would say that is one thing about it now, especially in L.A., because, like, with all the, like, the vegan meals and everything, I feel like people really got to look at things. They're like, oh, man, we went good today.
Yeah.
Now let's see what's in the Snickers. Oh, this ain't
really
gluten-free. Oh,
That's a good question. What are the vegans going to do?
yeah. Do they have, now?
Do they even trick-or-treat?
Do they got?
even-
I'm sure they do have vegan
There's bugs
candy.
in chocolate. So I don't know if that counts against being a vegan or not. I don't know.
Ooh,
I think
bugs,
you can't eat animals, but
you got milk, you got egg.
yeah, there's bugs in chocolate. So they put it.
So anybody who's a
stuff.
vegan, call in and let us know what your thoughts are on the candy. 818-914-4087. I'm actually curious on that, for real.
Yeah, I wonder too. What do
When
they?
everybody's chilling, like passing the candy around, and you're like, I brought this chocolate bar I got from Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
So you guys didn't have to dump your candy out on the floor and your parents go through it? You guys didn't do that?
I did. My mom, I mean, she looked at it, but she wasn't really like paying attention. I guess some parents are strict about that, like seeing what the kids got. Make sure you didn't get like a baggie with some open cookies or something in it.
Some open cookies.
You guys got to
Mine
keep all
did.
your candy?
Get the what?
You got to keep it?
Oh yeah, I did.
Define keep, because my mom loved chocolate, so it wasn't even about. I think she poured it out to see what she wanted.
Yeah,
took her bit,
yep.
and then she was like, "All right, proceed."
That's what my dad would do. He would go through, pick out a few. The rest was mine.
My mom would take all the candy and tell us to take a few.
Oh wow! What was your first Halloween costume?
I was a lion. So you know how every kid got
lion.
It was a onesie though.
Oh,
I was gonna say, like,
it was the onesie. Everybody
Yours
had
was
that
small.
outfit. It was the onesie, and I had the fucking fur head that was
Yeah.
worse at school because it's the fur getting in your mouth and shit, and you're hot. And,
Yeah.
you know, I had a tail and shit.
Were you like the Prestige, like the Lion King, or were you like
This
that
is
character
before
like
the
the
lion.
Wiz?
This is
Like
before
the
the lion.
Wiz?
I was just a
Oh, that's
lion. I
funny.
just didn't even have no character to it. I just had a tail, and the homies kept pulling my tail and shit. And
Right.
I was like, and then I was Superman after that for like that was the last Halloween costume I had.
Oh, okay.
So
I was
you went
Superman for like 4 years until my legs grew out of the outfit. Then
You
I
went
just
from-
I tapped
Then you
out.
stopped.
He went from King of the Jungle to a superhero.
Superman.
That's all I had. That's
Oh,
the only
that's
references
funny.
I had as a kid, you know.
That's funny.
Did you guys have any horrible outfits like the ones your parents picked out and made you wear?
So I've always been like into like martial arts and that type of stuff. So every year somehow I find my way into being a ninja or like a Power Ranger, Ninja Turtle. One time I was just a straight ninja. I had the full black suit that you get from the Halloween store. Then there was one year I was like, yo, Dad, I want to be in Mortal Kombat. And he was like, all right, bet. He's like, well, you know, which character? I was like, maybe Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat, something in that realm. He was like, cool. So first they went and got the wrong color.
Oh my God.
I was like, yo, out of all these characters, which one do you know to be, mustard, green? Like, like you're like green.
Mustard green.
So I was like, can we at least go back and get, like, if you're going to give me green, at least I could be like reptile or something. So then we finally got the green that worked. I said, all right, I guess I'll be reptile this year. Then they went to cut it themselves. My dad wasn't no fabric guy. So they put it together. So I had the little strip that came down, but it was so like jagged.
Oh, man.
So like instead of having like that long point, because they had like the point and then they had like the suit, mine was like, it had like ripples in it.
Oh, that's funny.
Like kind of like your outfit, like the Prince.
Little ripples,
Right. Am I supposed to be out here?
Ruffles.
Am I supposed to be out here fighting for the combat or dancing? Like.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So that was one outfit. I was like, everybody put in effort for it to be a disaster.
Oh my God. No, my mom used to sew some of my outfits.
She used to sew?
Yeah. And I remember one year I wanted to be a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking we were going to get a good ninja costume, like go out. No, I come out and I'm like, what is this? And it was a homemade ninja outfit made with fake stars and everything. And I'm like, I mean, it was cool, but at the same time, it was like,
The homemade ninja outfit?
It was a homemade ninja for fabric.
My thing is just like, you go out there, you're like, Mama, am I a ninja or is this like a burqa? Like,
is this
like,
I was like, man.
Yeah. Just got your eyes
like,
covered, but the whole suit, like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like ninja
man.
or religious.
Yeah.
So horror films, we can get back into the horror films. We were just talking about the Halloween movie.
Yeah,
Anybody
Halloween.
have you guys seen the Halloween Kills yet?
No, not yet. I need to go see it though.
I've seen it. I didn't understand. Maybe you're a fan. I know you're a fan of horror films.
I'm a fan of horror films.
So this is the thing I don't like about horror films now.
Okay.
I feel like they just haven't evolved, right?
They haven't.
Like, we're still tripping over rocks. We're still getting your pants laid stuck on a branch.
Right.
In the Halloween movie, the fact that the guy had a revolver, I could not get past that. Like,
He did?
I don't even know
man.
anybody that uses guns that would pull a revolver out in a gunfight. Like,
Revolver.
A 6-shooter.
Right. Like, no one's that good of a shot. All you had to say, like, so the whole movie, I just kept focusing on, I'm like, why wouldn't you get an automatic, you know?
Right.
Or why wouldn't you cut his head off? You know, why are you punching
exactly.
him? Like, so.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about, do you feel like horror films are kind of stuck in that simple
Yeah.
1-2 punch kind of thing?
Honestly, I think so. Like, the only thing I think they can get away with more is just because of how they changed the ratings with movies. They can get away with a little bit more gore. So maybe the killings are a little bit more graphic if you're into that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as like a movie, it, like you said, it's still the same things. People are still tripping over the rocks. That one white girl is still falling. Instead of keeping going, she turns around to look at him for a smooth 3 seconds. Like, and then turns around and looks like, I can run over there or I can keep looking back at him. I really don't know what to do in this very moment right now. I'm in shock.
Oh my God.
And then the kid got stuck on the gate. I'm just like, bro, just get off the gate.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've been chased by the police before, okay?
Yeah.
So I've tried to hop a fence and my leg got stuck.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not finna sit there and struggle, bro. I'm gonna take the shirt off and I'm
That's
gone.
funny.
Like,
You would get out, yeah.
I'm leaving. Like,
It were from the
that's
cops, but I
funny.
got chased by a dog one time.
Oh,
And I had
that's terrifying.
and I had a duffel bag on me, and I went to go hop the gate. My bag got caught, and I flew right back to where the dog was at. So I turned around and just threw my bag at the dog.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think it's evolving.
Well, look at these killers.
I think they need to come up with something.
Some of them are good. Like
Yeah, like It.
It was
It
good.
was
I
pretty
thought the new
good.
It was good because the original It was made for TV. Like, it was like if you actually
That
go back.
still scares me though.
No, if
the
you're afraid of clowns or if you're scared of that type of story, it's gonna be a scary movie. Because when I saw that as a kid, it scared me, scared the crap out of me.
Yes.
But now when I look at it, I'm like, yo, they never showed a killing scene. He just goes, and then all of a sudden it cuts.
like,
Like,
I think that's a
it's
little
scary.
scarier, though.
it
I
is
think
scary
it is
because you don't.
too.
Well, I mean, the anticipation.
Right.
But me, I'm like waiting to see something happen. Like in the new one, it actually shows a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like it shows like a kid get his arm ripped off
Mhm.
and thrown and brought into a sewer. Like, that's crazy.
And both It actors scare me. So
Bill Skarsgård and was it Tim Curry?
yes, Tim Curry scared me. Oh my God.
Tim
he
Curry.
scared
Tim
me.
Curry was just that guy when it came to that
He was
stuff.
just
Like
so
Rocky Horror
good.
Picture Show. Everything he did was so
Phenomenal.
very good character actor. You know, I hope he's doing okay. I know he had a stroke, if I'm not mistaken, so he acting went a little different route.
Yeah.
But yes,
Scars. Oh my God.
What's
He
your
scares me.
favorite horror film?
Me. I think I like the Freddy Kruegers.
I was just gonna say the same
I was
thing.
gonna say,
I just watched one today.
That one still scares me. And I watched over the weekend. I watched Pet Sematary, the original one.
Pet Sematary is
yeah,
good.
that one still scares me.
I like
I
like
the
the
little boy.
I don't know if I kind of brought this up before. Does there's a Netflix special that kind of goes over some of the Halloween movies, talks about like the Halloween series, Michael Myers. It talks about Friday the 13th, and then it goes into Nightmare on Elm Street, and it kind of talks about like where they came about. Like they were trying to find something they wanted to do. Michael Myers was kind of the peak, the starting point, where they were trying to figure out what should we do. We can make a horror movie, but back in that time, they really couldn't do blood. So if you actually look at those scenes, like there's stabbings and stuff happening, but you don't ever see any blood.
Oh, that's funny.
Like, so you just see the killing,
The
but you don't
illusion
see
of
it. And then I think they were saying that Jason kind of came about because they had like Michael Myers, like, we got this character that's working. Let's just put the same type of character in a whole different scenario just to build that same audience and build new people. And so it's like, all right, we got a guy who keeps coming back to his place, his home every Halloween, every year, and he'll kill you. All right, now we got a guy over in a lake. For some reason, his dead mama be telling him to do shit, and he be doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody showed up at camp. Kill them niggas.
Show up at camp.
It was a Camp Crystal Lake. Kill them.
Yes, Camp Crystal Lake.
Nothing to kill people.
So like so Jason's mom, Jason's mom's like the pinnacle.
Going
so if
on?
you ever like
Mama telling you.
So if there's ever a
Camp
moment where
Crystal
like
Lake.
he's coming at you like and you want to get rid of him, you get a girl who sounds like his mom and be like, Jason, he'll listen because he thinks it's his mom talking to him.
Yeah.
It's the oddest shit ever. It's like, so you dead and your mama dead. But
I
your
never
mama
really
telling you-
realized how similar they were until you just said all this.
Yeah.
That's funny though,
They
right?
even got the same outfit on.
They even said that. They were
The
like, they
same
ripped the
sibling.
same, they have a mask.
They literally have the same outfit.
Yeah.
A knife.
A knife.
The same knife.
It was like the
It's a
knockout.
different mask.
Like, first of all, you get a butcher knife this long and shit.
Yeah, I can't even find one of those. That's crazy, ain't it?
So then, so from going from there, they were like, okay, the slasher film thing is kind of going, but it's kind of moving away. We need to find something different. That's where kind of Freddy Krueger came about. This whole different concept where they were like, I forgot how they said it came about, but somebody was talking about dreams, like people, something happening in dreams and people dying, and they were like, that would be crazy if you can die in your dreams. But then they said like if something killed you in your dreams, and they got the slasher thing, combined the mix, and they were like, yo, what if we had this character who killed you in your dreams?
Yeah.
Which is freaking scary when you think about it.
You never sleep.
Because you never want to go to sleep, which will probably kill you.
Yeah.
And then you go to sleep, and then you
And
got
they
this
get
guy
killed.
who's like taunting you, getting your friends like, I'm gonna kill him and I'm gonna let you watch. I'm gonna get you, in a couple weeks. But
And you don't even know.
You guys being horror movie buffs, do you guys think there's anything that's kind of strange about the parallel between actual serial killers and the film industry? It's like a lot of people don't know. Even when you look at the history of serial killers, a lot of that happened in the late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
The serial killers we know, all of them existed at the same time.
Right.
Which is kind of weird to think about that.
Yeah.
Like the Jeffrey Dahmers and the
Yeah.
Green River
Oh,
Killer and
yeah.
all these guys, all this
Green
was
River
happening at
Killer,
the
that's
same
back then.
time, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and at the same time, they're producing these horror films. So I think that's kind of a strange correlation that,
It is, because like
They might have taken the concepts from some of the serial killers.
You mean the serial killers took it from the movies or the movies took it from the serial killers?
Oh.
That's a great
That's a
question, because you
good
never know, because
question.
there's people killing. Those people are in the
Yeah.
writing room like, hey, we got this Green River Killer on the loose right now. I know
Right.
this may be too soon, but I got this movie idea.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Right. So
Right.
do you know about Chucky? Do you know where that came from?
I don't know the origin of how Chucky became a thing.
Yeah.
I actually do want to look into that because I've seen every one of them. They even have a Chucky series now.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
on
I
TV.
heard about that.
I went and watched the first 2 episodes just out of curiosity. I was at work. I was like,
it
I'm gonna
good?
throw something on. I mean, it's typical. It's just like the only thing that's better about it is the quality of like this, how it's shot. But it's still the same shit.
Well, do you know what the origin is? of
No,
Chucky?
that's that's the only horror film that I really wasn't fucking with. Like I was cool.
You didn't
on
like
it.
Little Chucky doll?
No. Do you guys remember those? I think it's called like a My Buddy doll. It was like a wrestling doll that
Oh,
you could
yeah,
punch
yeah.
and shit and then make sounds.
Yeah.
So I was into wrestling as a kid. So
Oh, yeah.
my mom gets me one of these dolls so I could beat it up. So me and my brother started fighting.
Yeah.
Of course, we never fought with that shit. We just left it at my grandma's house.
Right.
Yeah.
So I go sleep over there one day and it's on the dresser. And we watched Chucky that night for the first time. And he had the little macho man one who had the little wild hair and shit. So we go to sleep and I don't know if anybody got black grandmothers, they tuck you in
Yeah.
to a high ass bed so you can't move and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're laying there and the fucking doll, she closes the bathroom door and the doll falls off the dresser.
Nope.
Oh,
After I had, and I'm a little
dang.
kid and I had just watched Chucky.
Dang.
And only thing in my head I could think is the doll had rolled under the bed, somehow got a knife, and was just waiting to stab me. And I didn't sleep.
Nick's all scared.
I didn't sleep.
Nick's
I was like, I'm cool. And then after that, I seen the fucking Bushwick Bill video, and then I
Oh,
was
no.
done. I was like, I'm cool. So Chucky kind of fucked me up a little bit as a kid, you know.
Chucky.
Yeah,
I can't. Nah, Chucky.
Oh,
Chucky will mess
man.
with you. Chucky used
Chucky
to get
will
me
get
too.
you. He
And
got
then
me.
that whole little spell they do, the whole voodoo ritual.
Yeah. I'm cool.
The other
I feel
one
like,
that got me
I
was
feel like Chucky and Candyman had some correlation, but anyways.
a little correlation. They
Like,
probably did.
Facts.
The other movie that got me was Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
That
never
one
seen
scared
that.
me. And then how
That
it was
clown
like
scene.
crazy that people were dying in
Oh,
real life. That
the
were
real
part of
cast,
movie,
like half that
real
cast is
cast
dead.
members. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. And everybody's like wondering
They
if like when they
wondered
made
if
that
it
movie,
was-
was there something that they did on set
Yeah.
that like brought that, that energy out?
Oh,
That
shit.
one was
You know,
scary.
there's a lot of things that happen like that on film. When
don't
people are
mess
shooting
with it.
horror films and stuff. You know, when you look at what happened to I think on the Poltergeist, didn't a lot of things happen to the people in the Poltergeist?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
they
I thought you were talking about the Ring.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Yeah,
No,
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard like the whole cast got.
The
Fucked
first
up.
one was the oldest girl that played the older sister.
Mhm.
She ended up dying in real life. Her boyfriend killed her at the time.
Jeez.
Wow.
And then later on, the main actress, the main girl, Caroline, she ended up dying too.
Jesus.
The old man that was the preacher, he scared me. Oh man, that old preacher scared me.
I've never seen.
And
Something
then
about old preachers in general.
a couple other cast members passed away too.
From Poltergeist.
But that was scary though. And then they had this little clown.
Uh-huh.
For the longest time, there was a clown in one
Oh,
of
in
the,
that scene?
Yes.
Yeah,
there
that
was a
clown scene is creepy.
And this clown is scary.
Because it just sits there with like this blank, it like it has a smile, but it's so blank.
Yes.
It's just like,
And then when it moves, yeah, that one
Clowns-
scared me.
I don't really like, even as a kid, maybe it's because of it, clowns, like I was always fascinated by them, but they always creep me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because like he was just saying, like, they has a grandmother's house. When I used to go to I used to spend the night at my grandfather's house sometimes on different weekends, and a couple of me and my cousins, and we would stay there. And the room that we slept in had like this glass, like, you know how they have like the glass made dolls?
Yeah.
And it was a clown. But the thing about the clown is it had a look on his face. Like, it was a normal clown, but his face was like this. Like, it had the eyes looking like it was mean.
Oh.
So every time they would like leave, I'd be like, you got, in my mind, I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, you knew I came over here. Why is it still in the room? Like, I would always be like, can you take this out the room? I can't sleep with it in the room. It just can't be here.
And you feel like it's just staring at you like the whole
Yeah,
time.
because
Like
you
it's
can
gonna
walk
get
left
you.
and right, look down, up. That thing's
Yep.
eyes were like this.
I was like, William.
Yeah. It's like, I don't do that
Like
clown.
these old porcelain things.
Oh, wow. That was
Oh,
like, you
yeah.
know, it was more like,
Those are scary too.
like, you know the glass that they use, like they like weld in the fire? They had like that clear,
Oh no.
yeah, it was like very
Oh.
shiny. And it had like the hair that
Yeah.
stuck straight out, kind of like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You could
Killer
probably, hey,
Clowns from
look up
Outer
Killer
Space.
Clowns
Oh,
from
that
Outer
was a
Space.
funny-
That was kind of
I've
the
never
look
seen it. It was
again.
supposed
That's
to
the
be,
vibe I
yeah.
got when I saw those.
Oh man. Yeah, those clowns, they be scary. And they just stare at you.
And they just,
It's a
yeah,
movie?
Oh my
they
god.
just stare. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer
Clowns from
Space. It
Outer
came out in
Space.
like 1988.
Yeah, I think it was
Oh, this
the
looks
80s.
hilarious.
Yeah,
those
but that's
clowns-
kind of the vibe I got when
They
I was in the
kinda
room.
creepy though. Look
Yeah.
at those clowns.
Yeah, I've never seen this, and I'm cool. Like, I don't know if I
You
wanna
can watch this
I'm
one.
Cool.
And what's funny is if you watch it, like, as long as you're not like strongly scared of clowns, that movie's hilarious. Like it's entertainment
Yeah.
galore.
It's funny.
Like everything from the
But it
scenes
is
to how
scary.
they
They are
run to
scary.
how they do things. Like they'll shoot you with that gun and you'll turn into cotton candy, my nigga. Like
Why do you
Like,
guys think a white face and red lips are so scary? Like, what do you think it is
I
about
don't
a clown
know.
face that's so terrifying? Because even kids
is
don't
scary.
like, you know, they
Yeah.
don't really have a reference. Don't really fuck with
Yeah.
clowns.
they don't. Like you bring them to a
No.
party, there's always that one kid like,
Yeah,
Mom, like
what the fuck?
Get me away from that
Like,
kid, that clown.
get that shit away from me.
Yeah, this looks creepy.
I wonder why too. That is interesting.
And why it became a thing? Like this is the thing.
Look at that.
Ain't nothing.
I told you it's scary.
In that scene in particular, there's this little, he's like telling the little girl to come outside. And she's with
Come
her parents,
here.
and her parents don't even look that way to notice that there's some creepy clown saying, come outside. Come on. He's like pointing to where he's holding a gun behind him,
He's
talking
like,
about, come out here.
Let's see if I can find this out.
I got some candy for you.
I got some candy. He's like, I got this doll. Come check it out.
The doll.
And she really go outside. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that one's scary. Those
Because
are
black
scary.
parents be like, you know, sit your ass down. Who the fuck is that out there? Hey, stop.
You know, clown. The little
Yeah,
creepy
see.
clowns. I don't know.
This is what they look like originally. This is even creepier.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Because at
oh,
least the
that's
other
real
one
creepy.
in the Killer Clowns movie, you know they came from outer space, so they're like aliens.
This
These
was
are just
the alien.
regular
outer
people
space.
decided to draw this on their face and thought it would be okay.
Oh yeah, that looks kind of creepy.
Nah,
Yeah, I'm cool.
that little hat. There's something about that little hat.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
There's so many odd
I
references
think
in
what,
here. Like they
it
got
probably
they
scares
got white
people.
face, they got red lipstick.
Yeah.
It's borderline a yarmulke in the back of his head. Like it's just everything about that is odd.
I think it's scary because you don't know who's underneath there.
Right.
Like, you know, the face is gone, so you really don't know. It
You
could be
don't-
anybody.
You don't know if they're in character or if this
You
is
don't
just somebody
know.
trying to.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for me to have a clown come to my kid's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many other things you can invite over.
Yeah. but a clown.
Then some guy that's dressed up in this costume. You don't know what he look like, what he's capable of.
You don't know where they hired him from.
Yeah, I'm cool.
It's like, look at this.
I'm cool.
Kind of reminds me of the
That's
Joker.
a homeless clown. Just look at his face.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Hey man, look, if I can make some money just doing what they do, holding up a sign, give a clown some change."
So does that doll thing that happened to you as a kid, does it still kind of stick with you now? Like if you see like a creepy kind of doll, you're just like, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reminded of it. At this point in life, like I'm not like, oh my god, I'm scared, but I would go back to that time. I'll be like, yo.
So if
I remember
you
sitting on that counter,
opened up your door and there happened to be a little clown like that,
and it'd be crazy if it was that clown.
At your front door.
We don't need to live there no more.
I'm not saying that.
That ain't our house no more. You seen The Conjuring when that dude came in? He was like, "This is my house." I'm like, "You right? This is your house."
Oh, The Conjuring. Oh, that was scary too.
Yeah, I don't do that because believe it or not, so at my night gig, they stopped doing it because of people complained. But they do this thing every year during Halloween where they dress up each floor. So when you go on the different, so if you get off the elevator, every floor has a certain theme of Halloween. It could be something scary. It could be something cool like Candyland. Yeah. But there was a couple floors that were scary. My first year there, I didn't know that. I worked night shift. Okay. There ain't but 3 of us there at night. So during the day, everybody can kind of see it together. Yeah. Me, I'm walking up and I'm like just noticing stuff and it's dark. Like lights are not on until I turn them on.
Oh, wow.
So I'm getting off the elevator and I bullshit you not. I'm on the 5th floor. And as soon as I'm just on my phone walking up, I look up. There's a clown holding balloons right out the elevator, and it's human size. I immediately posted up, and I'm by myself, so can't nobody see what I'm doing. I'm just like.
And was it a real person?
No, it wasn't a real person. It was just like a little. They built it like that, but it's like I'm by myself, and I'm thinking about every scenario in life that happened to me in life. I'm like.
It's gonna get you.
Yeah, that thing turned at all. I was like, if anybody put like a little rotator in there, I'm beating the shit out of it, and I'm not coming to work this week.
Or the sound, it does sound.
Yeah. So the different floors are themed, and they had another one where they had like circus. There was like clowns. They had ghoulish like creatures hanging from stuff. They had chainsaws. So somebody complained. They were like, "Look, I can't handle that." They're like, "I know you guys have a theme here, but there's certain people that actually have like coulrophobia, where people are scared of clowns." Oh yeah. So they're like, you guys could do anything, but you can't have these 3 things. I think it was like clowns, dolls, and there was another one. I don't know.
Dolls.
Yeah, there was a couple things that people like get really scared of.
So do you guys still dress up at your at the other job or no?
We can dress up. Oh. Huh? But I mean, at nighttime, I don't think anybody's really gonna see us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like I said, there's like 5 of us there until about 1 a.m. and yeah, we'll scare each other. The biggest thing about night though is just like it being dark. Oh, okay. And somebody was not last year, but the year before last. Are you guys familiar with the character Krampus?
Krampus, no.
So Krampus is like a horror character that comes during Christmas. He's like the opposite of Santa Claus.
Like the Grinch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like the Grinch,
it was in a movie,
but horrifying.
Wasn't it a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a parody, but it's like basically like the Grinch except scarier. Like he come and kill you, type shit. And they somebody, I don't know what it is. I was walking around. Somebody put a box and had a Krampus, a big size Krampus, sitting in a box down one of the aisles. So I'm like walking through cubicles, looking at a desk, and I'm like, who the fuck put this here on Christmas? Like, like
on Christmas?
Yeah, like this is not okay.
No, you know the elves. The story goes the elves originally that was their job. They were supposed to like kidnap the little kids who were being bad and take them back to Santa's place so they can build toys for other kids. Like that was the point. That's how Santa got his helpers.
Oh damn!
What they do?
Santa was a savage.
You know the song? He could tell if you're naughty or nice.
Yeah.
And all of that. So the story goes that he would go around, and if you were a bad kid, he would kidnap you, and take you back to his factory, and you got to work there for the rest of your life. That was his So.
We got the
good thing I did. Good thing I did.
The Krampus thing. The Krampus thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Krampus.
Oh, that's funny. Good thing I didn't get taken.
Anybody guess who I am? Anybody guess who I am?
Have you guys been to the Universal Studios Horror Night? I think it's called.
So no. I haven't been to horror. I've done Not Scary Farm and the Six Flags, but haven't made Horror Nights yet.
So I don't celebrate Halloween, but I do take part in fun stuff. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you guys get a chance, go to the Horror Night.
Okay.
Now I don't know this. I don't want to offend anybody. Okay. But I gave y'all a little reference. Chucky fucked me up as a kid. So yeah. And then the Bushwick Bill thing So I be kind of little people kind of make me feel kind of way, right?
I'm not gonna lie, Leprechaun too. Like
Leprechaun.
All of that shit, right?
All
So
that.
not actual people, but those ideas
Those
that are stuck in my
characters,
head,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm at the Halloween Horror Night thing, and they got people in there that don't have no legs, like real people that are
Oh wow.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
right,
Like
right.
they hired actors
Yes.
with no legs.
They hired people.
Oh my
they hired
God.
people with no torsos.
Oh
So
my
this
God.
right. So you know how on TV we see these people who are like kind of handicapped or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have jobs around Halloween. I'm not trying to be funny.
I mean, I'm not mad at them. You know,
They get
all
hired.
those-
That's
hey,
their
get that
time.
work.
We're
yeah.
walking through the Universal Studios,
Mhm.
and the fucking dude, he just comes running out from nothing, like just from pure darkness, screaming
Mhm.
and shit. And he doesn't have any lower body. He's just running on his hands
Mm.
Whoa.
with fucking like it looks like guts is like coming from.
Oh, okay. So they
I
just
would've
set it
kicked
up.
him.
When I tell you it took everything in my soul, not to kick him in his face.
Yeah.
I was more afraid that it was like a little person. Like in
Oh
my
my
head, I
God.
just seen Chucky. Like,
Yeah.
ah, and I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, it took everything not to kick this motherfucker in his face. I would have felt so
Man.
bad because like, how do you explain that shit? You know.
Oh my God.
But if you guys get a chance, it's amazing. Check it out.
I'll check. So
Okay.
I've gone to Universal
Okay.
Studios where they actually had a haunted house during. It wasn't for horror nights,
Mhm.
but they just had a haunted house there, and it
Mhm.
was supposed to be like the horror characters that you see in movies, like the Michael Myers characters, those type of stuff. And Chucky was one of them in there. And I knew something was off when we got in the room because every time you go into a new room, if you
Mhm.
know your movies,
Yeah.
you like know where you're at. Like, oh snap, there's some water. Jason about to be somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
dope,
Oh, there
dope.
goes that house.
That's
Shit,
dope.
I know Freddy Krueger coming from
Yeah.
somewhere. So we get in the room, there's mad good guy dolls, and I'm like, just want a
Mm.
little motherfucker pop out, I swear. So I'm like looking around, like, is he gonna? Because you can see things moving. I'm like, is he gonna pop
Yeah.
out there? I'm looking down, I don't see nothing, and all of a sudden, probably a little person just runs by with the Chucky outfit, and I'm like,
See?
what?
Oh man.
I was like, you can't do that and run close to people,
Yeah.
Cause he go. Yeah. I wonder
cool.
if they do kicked.
because I'm sure
You know what I mean?
there's no way in hell somebody's like all haunted houses have gone through and nobody's got
Yeah.
hurt.
I'm sure somebody's been kicked at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
Sure. There were
the
people,
autumn scare actors.
there were
fighting
people
them.
running,
Mhm.
like terrified, because
Yeah.
you wouldn't expect a half a person to fucking come,
Right.
Yeah,
and
like,
grab your
what?
leg and shit. Like it was crazy.
Right, because they have certain areas where you gotta like sign waivers. I believe, from what I was told, where like they
Oh,
can't
okay.
touch you. Because some of the time they don't touch you, they just scare. But they say like they can walk up to you and
Yeah.
breathe on your neck,
Yeah.
grab your shoulder. Like
Yeah.
some people's reactions is different.
I've had that where they used to touch us and we'd be like, ah.
Because my fiance, I
Mhm.
scare her at the house and she swings immediately. I can only imagine like what they're hit. Like there gotta be like a waiver form that says, "Hey, we can't, help for
Touch.
what may happen to you for scaring these people
Yeah.
who chose to be scared." Like,
Oh my God.
I'm a puncher, so I'm in the same boat
Yeah.
with you. If I get scared, I'm gonna
Be
hit somebody.
running.
it's like instant.
Yeah. Be running. I remember one time we were at this haunted house, and one of the actor guys kept trying to pick up on my cousin. Like he's like, "Girl, I don't look like this. I really don't look like." All of a sudden,
Wait a
it became,
second, you trying to game her?
He was trying to pull
Right.
game. Even when we were leaving, he came
don't
up to
look
the
like
fence
this.
in his costume. He was like, "Man, come on, let me take you out." He was like, "I don't look like
I saw
this."
you. Yeah. Nah, that's fun. Could you imagine that?
not
Like he's
trying to
like,
run
"Girl, I don't
game."
look like this. When
He
I
was.
take this Beetlejuice costume
He
off, I'm a
was
whole
like,
different
"Girl."
person, baby." Like
Let me take it off for you. I
if you
was
say
like,
Beetlejuice
my
3
God.
times, I'll turn back to myself in reverse. Like
In reverse. Oh my
classic.
God.
that don't make no sense.
That was funny.
That's a funny game because I've actually I used to get like fun out of it. Like I would go to haunted house and I would see
Mhm.
what happened, then I would go in again and like
Uh-huh.
kind of pick out who they are. Because there was one haunted house back home. It wasn't super
Mhm.
scary, but I kind of got the concept of how like it went.
Oh, okay.
So I knew at one point this one person was gonna walk and try to follow me.
Yeah.
So I walked because they know when you're coming,
Mhm.
and I stopped and held off. And I think they started like looking around. They didn't see me. I hid to scare them,
Oh.
and I was able to
You're all
actually.
scaring the actors.
Right, so she was looking like for the person, and she saw like a person, and then she turned
Mhm.
around, and I was there, and I jumped, and she kind of jerked, and then I walked out.
Have you guys
Oh,
done
that's
the
funny.
maze, like the cornfield maze?
Nah,
Yeah, I did one in Phoenix.
Oh shit.
It was
Nah.
scary. I
Yeah,
was
oh, yeah.
I saw
scary.
Freddy versus Jason. I don't do
It
cornfields.
took a long time for me to get out of there. I was like,
Yeah.
somebody help me.
I
Yeah.
did one right after Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out,
Mhm.
Aw.
and I go with like a group of 6 people. We
Uh-huh.
walk in and we all make a plan.
Mhm.
If anybody gets nervous, just grab the other person's hand, and we're just gonna run straight through the maze.
Yeah.
As soon as we walked in, the fucking chainsaw dude came from the side. Everybody,
Oh.
everybody split like roaches. They just split
Yeah.
in every direction and ran
Yeah.
through the fucking
Oh my
cornfield.
god.
Y'all
It
went
was-
from like let's be together to
Let's be-
survival of the
oh,
fittest.
I know.
Immediately, like, as soon as the chainsaw went off, we didn't even see the guy. He just
Yeah.
heard, and everybody just broke away. And I was just like,
Ain't
what
nobody
the
got
fuck?
time for it.
All you heard was the chainsaw. That's
Like, what
even
the-
funnier.
And that movie is based on a true story,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
See, that's why I say they
Yeah.
take it from the true life story.
Because I was like, that one, I mean, obviously Michael Myers, they ain't no human being just coming back to life like that all the time. But that Texas Chainsaw shit is crazy.
Yeah.
If you actually watch that movie,
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
That one's
the
crazy.
last scene in there was from the actual camera footage. From when
shit.
the walk, so the ending
Mhm.
scene where the camera drops the camera, then you see the
Mhm.
cop and all that stuff happens.
Mhm.
That's actual footage from they took
Oh,
from
shit.
the walkthrough.
I didn't
Oh,
even know
wow, I
that.
didn't
But
know
nah,
that.
I'm gonna have
Right.
to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to date this girl. Her grandmother grew up in that town.
Mhm.
Shortly, like after that happened, but she grew
Mhm.
up with the people who were affected by it. So when that
Mm.
movie came out, she was like offended that we even went to go watch it. Like, she was pissed. She was pissed. She was like, I know the family of the people who that stuff
Oh,
happened
no.
to, and
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was real. I was like, oh shit. I
You're like, this is real? Yeah.
thought it was like Michael Myers and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
What's fu-
That's
so they have
crazy.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre has like
Mhm.
a chain of their movies too, and they got different stories. What are you guys thinking about like when they like revamp a certain movie, like when they try to make it new again, but
Mhm.
like change up stuff from the original stories? Do you guys agree with it? Do you guys wish they keep the same story, or do you guys like the switch ups?
Mm. I don't
It's
know,
kind
I
of
think
a
it
very vague
depends.
question, but
Is any movie
If it's
been
good?
switched up that's been good?
I
that's what I'm saying.
trying
Because
to
it's
think
like
of
most
some.
movies that I've seen where they try to switch, like for example, we were just talking
Mhm.
about Chucky.
yeah.
They came out with a new Child's Play
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
And they literally changed up the whole concept. So when I went to go see Chucky, I'm expecting to see him, do that whole voodoo spell, the ah do we day dembala, and then turn somebody into something. And then I'm watching the movie, and it's like I feel like I'm watching a scary version of Small Soldiers.
Oh, wow.
For any of you guys who haven't seen the movie, so
That's
Chucky,
funny.
he's like this voodoo character. He goes, he's got a serial
Yeah.
killer. He jumped into this doll's body, and he goes
Yeah.
around killing folks. And that's kind of the story. So this movie, like, some guy got mad at work because he was about to get let go or some shit. So he's like, you know what? I'll show y'all. He makes his AI chip, makes it bad so it can do all bad functions, stickers it in the doll, and it gets mailed off to America. And some kid gets it, and then the doll's able to listen because it's like a smart doll. It can
Yeah.
listen to things that are happening, and it learns from everything. So like, it sees somebody killing, it's like, oh, that's how you kill. Oh, this is how you do this. So so it's basically picking up on everything, and it starts
Oh
killing
my
stuff.
God.
And I'm like, how the fuck?
How is it a chip?
Now I can see like kind of where they wanted to go with it because it's very tech savvy. Like it meets the new generation standard.
Right.
Oh,
Like
okay.
for example, like if you have Alexa equipment or Amazon, like you can be
Mhm.
like, hey Alexa, do this. Well, Chucky was able to get into all the systems. So like if you wanted to run away, he was on your TV. If you were looking this way, he was in the microwave.
Right.
Like so that part of it I thought was kind of cool. I was like, okay, I see where they went. But overall,
Mhm.
just me wanting to see Child's Play,
Yeah.
I just wanted to see a better quality movie from back in the day,
Yeah.
and I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Technology.
I think it's something about the original writers, and I think that goes for all the films. And when you look
Yeah.
at all the original ones, for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
it was scary as shit.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
it's the old cameras. I don't know what it is, but like you said, I think it's something scary about the serial killer putting his spirit into a doll.
Right.
Because
Oh, yeah,
everybody
that's
is,
scary.
grows up with that kind of voodoo shit leaking in
Yeah.
the background of your
Mhm.
family history somewhere. So I think that's a little scarier than a computer chip, because I would just wet the doll and
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
like, just kick this motherfucker. Like,
Just,
pull his chip out.
pull
Like,
his chip out, basically.
you can't pull out this dead spirit. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
right.
I think so too. I think it's a lot more scarier.
That's like
If you guys could choose a movie to be remade,
to be remade.
right, what would it be? A classic horror film.
Mm.
They already remade Nightmare on Elm Street with a whole different actor.
Same concept.
It was the same concept. It just, I don't know if, I'm not knocking the actor. He wasn't, the main character was Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger, and
Mm-hmm.
he was so good at it, it was hard for me to take the other guy serious. It's like,
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, the movie was
Yeah.
okay. It wasn't the same dude. Like, but dang, I would have said that movie, but then they already did it, and I didn't like it. So, like,
Yeah, I can't even.
uh,
I don't know which other one.
they keep coming out with Leprechaun. Oh, they did a Leprechaun Returns movie.
Yep.
See, they try to
recently.
do The Shining Part 2. I guess it would be considered
Was it
horror.
Was it a remake or was it,
It
like a
wasn't
sequel?
really. It was supposed to be a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. It wasn't as great as I thought it was gonna be, but I get where they were trying to go with it.
Michael Myers.
But
Friday the
you just
13th.
couldn't really do it.
I'm really thinking about movies that they haven't tried because I know they just came out with Candyman. Still haven't seen it yet, but I plan to.
Yeah.
What about The Ring? Can they do The Ring again?
I feel like they.
Mm,
I feel like they
That one
could.
was
It's not gonna
scary.
have that same effect that it had on people
mhm.
because that was so different. The shit coming out the TV,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
especially when you were in the theater. I was like, yo.
that's probably the last good horror movie I seen in a theater that
Yeah.
I actually jumped or some shit in the
The
theater.
Ring?
Yeah, I think
That
the
one
horse
was
scene. I
scary.
think the horse scene on the boat. I
Oh
think that was
yeah.
the scene
That-
that fucked me up a little bit.
Man, I what's funny is I didn't see the movie in 3D, but I couldn't imagine seeing that movie in 3D.
Oh no, I'm good.
Like she came out the
Mm-mm.
screen for real. Like
Yeah.
Ada, what you got? What horror movie you think? You said The Shining part. I didn't know they made a part
They
two.
did. It was like a sequel.
is Jack
It was
Nicholson in it?
okay.
Yeah, right? Was Jack
Like-
Nicholson in it?
No, it was the guy from all the Star Wars episodes. Ewan McGregor.
Wait, so
okay.
That's his name?
The Shining is a horror film?
Yeah, it's considered a horror.
It's
I thought it was
considered
like
a horror
I thought
film.
it was a thriller. I've never seen it. I,
I mean,
thought it was a
it's
thriller.
considered like.
Yeah,
horror
I
film
mean it's kind of
genre.
both because it's very suspenseful. It's not like
Yeah.
a slasher film.
But what's
But they do kill and
There's
they
kill, there's
do.
blood in it. Like
They,
it's-
they did a lot more killing in this one though, so it was
that's all
different.
new
But
movies. All new movies. We can put more death in it. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
We
Spirits,
gotta
it was
appeal to
bringing
our
up the
audience.
spirits again, you know.
What's the what was The
mm.
Shining? Was he possessed or something? Like I don't know.
Yeah, the place that they were at.
Yeah, the
Oh,
That
location.
he was
okay,
writing and
okay.
stuff.
The
that
location,
location
yeah.
was possessed.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
everybody who
these
came through
spirits.
there had to deal with what was going on in the space.
Yeah. So in part 2, or the sequel that they try to do, the possessions start up again.
Mm.
So
Did they use the same hotel at least? Or was it a new
I
hotel?
think it was. It looked like it.
Okay,
so.
that's dope. Then that's pretty cool. That hotel was kind of creepy when I seen the clips
Oh, yeah,
of the
that
movie.
was
So
really-
yeah, that's pretty dope.
But yeah, somebody playing that and redoing that, no way. Jack Nicholson.
Now, do you think it's the actor, or you just think it's the time that we're in, and you know?
I think it's the acting too. I think it's
The acting
both.
does play a role in it because I
Yeah.
mean there are some. There's obviously new great actors who could play these roles. It's
Mhm.
just when you get caught up in something for so long, it's very hard to spin away from that
Mhm.
character. I mean,
Because then
'cause-
you put a comparison on, like Jack Nicholson. Like you're like,
Mhm.
okay, who's gonna, even though like you said, there's gonna be great actors, but
Right.
then you're like,
it's almost like you got to
It's
come
gotta
up
be
with a
up
new
there.
movie. That's why I like.
Mhm.
I personally like Jordan Peele's stuff because he does stuff that's so different.
oh yeah,
He literally is like, you guys are gonna do this, this, this. All right, I'm gonna make Get Out. And what's crazy, he makes a scary movie, but it has like all these underlining messages and different things in it. You really gotta look into it. You're like, yo, this movie is crazy.
yeah,
Like, not only is it creepy, but it's like when you understand like what's going on in those with that
Mhm.
and Us, you're like, shit.
the psychological.
And he uses black leads. I'm just throwing that out there.
Facts.
Like,
There it
we're
is.
just gonna get that in there.
Yeah, I like those when they scare you. Where if it's anything spiritual, that you're like, wow.
Certain movies I can't even watch. Like they'd be like a Ouija board. I'm like, that ain't going in my
Yeah.
DVD player.
Ouija
Like,
board.
Have you guys ever
The
tried
witches.
any of the like the horror stuff you guys see on film? So they have like the Candyman thing, the Carrie
Mhm.
thing, the Ouija board thing,
Ouija board, I don't
the
fuck
Chucky
with.
thing.
Mhm.
You ever put your hand over a doll and do the Chucky thing?
Nah, I
Don't.
thought about it,
No, that's fucked
but a
up.
part of me, but a part of me was just like, nah,
I did
because it's
Bloody
like
Mary.
even though I don't follow like all the traditions of like
Mhm.
my Haitian culture, I do know that voodoo is a big
Oh
thing
yeah,
down
Oh,
there.
yeah,
leave-
voodoo.
So
leave
like
that shit
when we
alone.
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
that stuff, I'm like,
Yeah, leave that shit alone.
I ain't gonna. Yeah, you be thinking about
That's
like
gonna
this would
be,
be funny.
uh,
This would be funny to this
yeah.
motherfucker killing everybody. Yeah.
Everybody's getting killed.
Right.
I did
Yeah.
the Bloody Mary when I was younger, but nothing happened.
You didn't get scratched or anything?
No, I went to the bathroom because we all were like, okay, one at
How
a
y'all doing?
time. So each person went in, and then we stood there and we were like, Bloody Mary in front of the mirror, lights out 3 times, and then we came out, we're like, nothing happened. and then and then we did the Ouija board. That something did happen.
Yeah, I don't play with Ouija boards.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, Ouija board did work, but the scary part was we did it and we played it, but then my sister and her friends played it, and what happened was her friend who had the Ouija board went to throw it away, and
Mm.
she was like, I'm done with this.
Mm.
So all of a sudden it kept popping back up, Like it
That's
literally
what I'm saying.
kept
You can't.
popping. It wasn't
burn
letting
it.
go.
You can't just throw
The
it away.
spirit
That shit
or
got to
whatever
go.
that's part of it was not letting go. So I think they end up having to burn it or something to fully get rid of it because it kept popping up everywhere.
Mm-mm.
Like
Fuck
it
that
was
shit.
that one was kind of creepy.
I'll say, if you ever want to show up or like not ever be allowed at my house again, bring that shit to my house.
The Ouija board.
Yeah, if you even pull up with it, I'm gonna be like,
I'm
yep,
here
this
for
is
the
your
Halloween
last
party.
visit. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't do. Yeah,
Yeah,
too
that
many
was kinda
stories,
scary.
too many thoughts behind it. I'm like, can't play.
Candyman. No, I was too scared of him. I was like,
What's funny is like Candyman was one of the movies because like you think about it now,
mm-hmm.
like I'll be like as a joke, I'm like, let me go over here and say it. And I'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Like, you be thinking about like, if I'm an adult, this is cool.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm cool. Nah,
Hell no.
I still can't do it.
You could be all scared.
That shit, I'm scarred for life.
Yeah, 'cause if it happens, then what? You know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Because all it would take for me to go ape shit
A
is
bee to fly on
yeah,
you?
if a bee to
Is
fly by, it'd be a wrap.
Now,
And,
have you ever gone to the cemetery?
Have
on
I gone
Halloween?
to a? Not
Yeah.
I've been to a cemetery, but not on Halloween. I don't do that. I've gone to one of those.
He said, I don't do that.
He
I don't
said,
do
look at
that.
his face. He was like, nope.
People be playing with shit trying to be funny. I'm like, y'all be thinking this is jokes? Like these ain't jokes.
There's spirits out there, yeah.
I've done the me and a group of people. So back home they have like one of them psychiatric hospitals,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have one that it was like the old one, and everybody always says it's haunted.
Yeah.
So people during Halloween they'll go up to it to try to see stuff. So me and a group of people were trying to pull that like a movie, showing up, and we kept walking towards it because it's like you have to get through a field to get there. So we're walking through it, and as we getting closer, we're just like, should we really go up in this bitch? They're like, oh, you scared? I'm like, I ain't saying I'm scared, but I'm kind of like thinking about this.
Should we go?
Like anything you're trying to say but being scared, but I'm like, I don't know if this is really a thing for us. Because it's funny, I'm not even worried about the spirits. I'm like, we got spirits in there. There could be some crackheads in there. I mean, you know.
Anything could be up
There
in
could be
there.
anything in there. That'll scare the shit out of me. How we going to get out?
Mhm. Did you guys go
they
in?
might have some leftover needles. No, we got close. And then we all of a sudden, we thought about it and we left. Because we was black. So
Aw.
like, we'll do stuff, but to a T. Like,
Did you ever go into like a haunted house or anything as a kid?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I figured that. Spanish people, they
I was
crazy
scared.
with
I've
the
done-
haunted
yeah.
house shit.
Yeah.
I like haunted houses, but not like real places.
No,
Like,
I
this
mean
is
like
They be
I mean a
scary.
real place.
Yeah, like I've done the
mean,
haunted
Like a
houses.
real-
Yeah.
a real
Yeah, like
place?
you know,
Oh, yeah.
somebody tell I lived by a psychiatric
Mhm.
building that was closed down,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and people used to be like, "Oh, we should go. Let's get the fuck out of here."
Right.
So I couldn't. All my friends, they would go in there and they would, I was like, I'm cool. I didn't fuck around with stuff like that.
Mhm.
Did you guys ever go into like abandoned buildings and shit like that as kids?
Yeah, we did.
I would do little
Abandoned
stuff like
warehouses
that, but
and
we
stuff.
wouldn't stay in there.
We would go in and then we would just like leave,
It'd be more so to be
I don't
funny.
think anything crazy
Oh, we
really
got a
happened.
caller. We got a caller.
Fuck that.
Uh-oh,
There's a
caller.
YouTube guy who goes in lost caves.
Mhm.
You guys should check him out.
Oh hell no.
Pretty creepy shit. Caller.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Vern,
What's going
up?
on?
What's up, Bird?
They have haunted houses, and I'm not even talking about like a house. It's a whole fucking field.
Uh-huh.
With
Oh,
a
no.
house, it's like they make a whole field into a house, and then it's like a mansion or some shit that you got to go through and do all this other shit. Then they got paintball and all kinds of stuff. I'm not doing that shit.
That shit don't even
hell
sound
no.
cool. Yeah. Like,
No, paintball.
Is it in like a field, like like one of those corn? Because y'all know you're in Chicago.
yeah.
Yeah, they had a cornfield in Indiana. I'm not going over there. I don't fuck with cornfields. I saw children on the
See,
corn. I don't
that
fuck
doesn't
around.
see. I'm with you on that. Like when I see
Yeah.
cornfields, like they just don't mix. I done seen Children of the Corn. I done seen Freddy vs. Jason, the scene where he came through. Like
Yeah.
cornfields,
That was
is,
funny. I don't care. That was funny.
it was funny, but I still ain't going in them fields.
I don't fuck around either. It's crazy to me how people will say, let's go to this house that had a whole bunch of bullshit and let's throw a party.
Right.
You not going, Vern?
Hell no.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, it throw you off.
Because they had this, because every black neighborhood had this house that supposedly had a whole bunch of shit happen in it.
Right.
And there's supposed to be people that's supposed to be evil or whatever in it. Oh, that evil old woman on the corner, don't fuck with her, she a witch. And then you'll have somebody say, ring her bell. You look at it like, what the fuck?
Ring her bell.
For what? Like,
Exactly.
Vern, Vern, any horror movie you seen as a kid that kind of stuck with you?
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living
Oh,
Dead.
that's a good one.
No,
What's
no,
that,
no, no. The
zombies?
black and white version.
Oh, yeah, I like the
Oh.
original.
Oh yeah, anything in
You
black
talking
and white's
about
gonna
the
fuck you up.
That fucked me up. And then my uncle gonna be an asshole and say, cause I watched it at my granny's house and I was going back to the crib.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and he
That's a
stopped
scary
the
place to
car
watch
talking
a
about the car messed up, and we like right across the street from the cemetery.
Oh,
That's all.
Oh,
Are you gonna
nah.
do something?
oh
Nah.
Oh
I'm
no.
cool. I've never
No.
seen that movie, Vern. I might watch it tonight, but I'm
It's so
that's
weird.
a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a lot of heart. Like, okay, I'm gonna get into this, even though I know you didn't like it. Halloween, the
Oh, yeah, he's
second
a
one.
Halloween
I'm gonna
fan.
tell you why most people didn't like it, because they tried to put, you can't put common sense in a slasher movie. It's a slasher movie.
Yeah.
What he did is what he do. You're
Right.
supposed to be stupid in
Okay.
slasher movies.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, Vernon. Can we not elevate past that point?
Not in a slasher movie.
Nah, yeah.
Not.
Because it's like they
Halloween,
haven't done it.
Michael
Yeah, you might be
Myers.
right.
Michael Myers has always been a slasher movie. He
Right.
was not, and then the kills alone were just nothing to fuck with.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you
got a
agree
good
on that,
point.
Nick?
No,
Yeah.
you got a
Kills
good
were
point.
off the
You got a
chain.
good point, Vern. Because
Yeah.
I feel like if you did apply common sense, he probably wouldn't kill anybody.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you got to get pretty
Couple
close to somebody to
motherfuckers with
stab him.
common
You know
sense.
what I mean?
You gotta think about it too. It's like, well, just don't go to his city. Like,
Or just move. You know?
just move.
How about
Yeah.
burn the house down?
No, what was crazy? No, but see, the thing about Michael
Well,
Myers
they
though.
did try to burn the house down.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
and
fireman
they didn't.
put it
And
out.
they
Dumbasses.
actually they used 2 or 3 different houses, which I felt very fucked up. But when they settled on the house, then they were trying to sell the house and nobody would buy the house. So the realtors bought the house and lived in it.
Mm.
So wait,
Here's the part that I didn't. Here's the part
I don't
where
understand
everybody
Michael
says, and I agree with, was not common sense. This motherfucker in your house, it's time to go.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't understand. So is he only killing people that's in the house?
No,
Nah, he killed everybody in the
Michael
area.
is killing I want everybody who's listening and everybody who don't know.
I don't know.
In
what's
this
going on.
particular movie, Michael kills everyone he comes across, and he
Right.
don't give a fuck who you are or where you are.
Yeah.
But my question: why is he killing people? I don't. That's what I
Because
couldn't figure
that's
out.
who he is.
That's who he is. He's
He's
evil.
killed since he was, 5 years old?
Yeah, he was a kid killing people.
He killed when he was
We don't
5.
know
He
why.
killed his sister. Then when he got out,
He
when
just
he was
evil.
He killed his
21,
face
he
evil.
killed some more motherfuckers.
Yep.
Then when he
Mhm.
got out, and I'm only going by this timeline. I'm not going by the other crazy shit. And then 40 years later, when he got out, he got to whacking motherfuckers then.
Wait, where did he go for 40 years?
He went to like a
Yeah.
He was
psychiatric
in an
hold.
institution.
The
Yeah.
institution.
So they know who he is.
They know he's
Yeah.
crazy.
Why didn't
Yeah.
he kill him at the psychiatric home?
Because you can't, because you know
I
that
gotta
the
go back and watch these
government.
movies. I don't even know what's going
Didn't
on.
he- he had a
There's so
baby
many
too,
because
didn't
they
he?
had like different. They had like the lines.
No. He didn't have a baby. Michael don't have
Michael
kids.
fucking-
There ain't no way Michael fight. Hey, but Michael can drive though.
Michael fucking?
No, Michael can drive though.
He
He be
drive?
driving places.
But he's not fucking. It's like who's crazy enough?
Does he drive with his
Well,
mask
you got
on?
some crazy
Yes.
chicks out here.
It's funny
too
because
much.
there's a couple of movies
this
where
is-
he's driving.
So
Yeah.
there's some chicks out here who
It's
get
too
with
much.
pinhead, and he ain't no joke neither.
Yeah.
This is too much. I didn't know. Okay, I did not know. Thanks for that, Vern. Since you're the
Thanks,
expert in
Vern.
this, I'm gonna ask you about your ear. So I didn't know that Michael Myers was just killing people. I thought somebody did something to him as a kid, and he was trying to revenge those people.
Nah, they got so one of the movies. I think it's the one that Rob Zombie created, where it shows his like kid's life. He just had that in him.
Okay,
Like
I'm
to
gonna
just
watch
like
that
he
one
naturally
then.
is like I'm just gonna kill folks. So he starts like he said he whacked his sister. He starts whacking
he
family
did go
members.
after the
He
family,
killed his
yeah.
But
stepdad.
nothing-
His
He
family
killed everybody
first.
in the house.
Nothing happened to him. He didn't get touched or nothing. Or?
No, but he would like just creep up on people. Like you would think like, oh, this is my stepson. You know, he ain't
that's
gonna bother me. And then slit your neck.
That's
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
he was
yeah.
just killing folks.
I'm gonna have to get.
Then
up
you
And
on
then they
it.
did.
put him in that psychiatric hold. And what's crazy is he was a
Mhm.
kid. They put him in there. They notice he's a little off. So anytime they take him anywhere in there, they obviously make him chain up.
Right.
But then he got hella big. Like in this movie, like he went
Yeah,
from
that
like
nigga was
being a
swole in
kid
this
to like
movie,
big
yeah.
as shit. So
Big,
not only
yeah.
is he killing people, he's strong as shit.
Yeah.
He grabbing people and holding them up like this, grown men.
Okay, but why is it? All right, now I'm really confused. How come he can't die then if he's just a person?
Cause he evil. That's all we gonna leave
That's
it at
all-
that.
okay, all right,
That's all we
alright,
can
alright.
give you.
Okay,
Is
I didn't know.
Oh,
he
yeah.
evil? Yeah.
I thought he was. A
He got that
special
evil
person,
spirit that don't go away.
Yeah.
Somehow he got a little bit of
Little
Luke
spirit.
Luke Cage in his genes because he can just die. Bullets don't hurt him like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I couldn't
Come to
figure
think
all
of
that
it.
out. I was like,
He'd be getting shot. He'd be like, ah,
Yeah, he's like,
Like, nothing.
ah.
hey, more power to him, man.
He's surviving.
But have you guys seen the original Halloween?
yeah.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Go back and so the special I told you guys to watch on Netflix where it shows like how they made the movie. Watch it because it shows some of the glitches, and then go back and watch the movie. That's just jokes.
Oh, that's funny.
It's funny because there's just dumb shit that happens. It's like Jamie Lee Curtis should have died in the first one. The way she went about things,
Yeah.
like I'm glad she's made a career out of that.
Right.
But she should have died in the first one. Like how you kill somebody and then drop the knife off right, or no, you stab somebody. You don't know if he's dead. Drop the knife off right next to him. Walk to the other side of the room and just look away and just go, I think I'm safe.
Yeah, see.
The motherfucker behind you, grabbing the knife, getting up again, like, and you're just like, oh shit. Start running again. Next scene, he swipes you or whatever. You hit him in the head. He falls over. You grab the knife. You stab him. And then you put the knife back on him and then you walk away again. It's like, what? Bitch, you deserve to die. Like,
That's funny.
I thought I was
That
the
is
only
funny, though.
one that thought about when I watched the new one. They beat him up.
yeah.
The whole time thinking like, at some point they got to cut his head off
Yeah, or something.
because this doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand what's going on.
Like, he's still
I've been
coming
waiting
back.
for them to cut his head off. But then if they cut his head off, what if he really dies? Because it'd be odd if he just was like, started killing
But
again.
that'd make more sense. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, he can't die.
He
Yeah,
just
you
can't
know?
die,
Yeah,
right.
that'd
Yeah,
make more sense.
basically.
I just feel
They
like
didn't try to burn him. They didn't try to stab him. They didn't try to shoot
Shoot
him.
did they hang him?
I don't think they've tried to hang him.
Come on now, hang him, man. Shit,
Oh,
hang
there's
him.
something.
That seems to work.
Do something.
Hang him
He's
works.
been hit.
Right.
The car.
He's been hit with cars. He done
Oh,
fell
didn't
off.
he get hit with a boat? Then wasn't he in the water? Or was that Jason?
That's Jason,
They got hit
yeah.
with
That
the
was
boat?
Jason.
That was one of
Mm-hmm.
them.
Jason got some funny movies too. Cause like like when the directors be just thinking of ideas, they'd be like, "What should we do?"
Yeah.
It'd be funny. So he's at Camp Crystal Lake. What if we put Jason in New York? Jason goes to Manhattan. That was an actual movie.
What? So okay, so
Oh yeah. I
why
did see
can't
that
Jason
one. That's
die?
funny, though.
So Jason's pretty much the same character as Michael Myers.
Okay. I just wanted
In
to
a
see why I
nutshell,
said
to be honest, like it's
Right.
just him. It's just a
Mhm.
different scenario. They even said it when they created him. They're like, we want a guy just like Michael Myers, but different.
And
Right.
So is he possessed though, or do they say
Yeah, like, what's
something
his
like that?
name?
He's an
Jason?
evil
I can't
character,
remember.
like I
Because he's
said.
burnt up, right? His
Yeah.
head is all
He's
crispy.
burnt
and
up.
shit.
He's messed up. So he drowned. Apparently, it died, and now he comes back and
Oh,
haunts
so he's
everybody
like
that
a
comes to the
spirit.
camp.
I thought Jason was black when I
Okay.
was a kid.
That's fun. What's funny is I thought he was.
I thought he
You
was
said
a
I
black
thought he
dude
was
for the
black.
longest
Yeah.
time. I don't know. I thought he was a brother, you know? That'd have been cool. You
And it's
know?
always funny that they just walk. They just be walking and catching people.
Where's Jason from? Are
Snatching
they from the
people.
same area?
No, one's from Haydenville, Illinois, and I don't know where Camp Crystal. Haydenville, Illinois,
Camp Crystal?
Yeah.
and then
Is it
and then
Camp
where's
Crystal
Camp
and-
Crystal Lake, if that's even a place.
It's probably a real place.
I'm sure it
Look
is.
up.
I just don't know where it's at.
See if we can find it.
It's
Camp
probably
Crystal
up
Lake.
over there.
That sounds like Minnesota somewhere.
They do like
Yeah.
it being like in Michigan or Minnesota. Like,
The Midwest.
that shit would have been funny if
Maybe.
he was killing people on Lake Minnetonka. Prince.
No.
That's funny. Purple Rain.
Be like,
Who's that guy with the hockey
no.
mask swimming around?
The hockey mask swimming around.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
we
that's
gonna
funny.
figure that out. Where's Camp Crystal Lake?
I don't
Let's see
know.
if it's a real
I think
place.
I was thinking it was Midwest.
It's a real
maybe,
place.
but
Most of the places are. Like, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure Elm Street is somewhere,
Let's see. Where's this at,
Elm
though?
Street.
even though they shot a lot of that stuff
New York.
here.
She said
Like, they shot some of those movies here. Like, I think the first Michael Myers movie was shot in like Pasadena.
What?
But then
Medina.
they said it was in Illinois. I was like, why don't y'all just shoot it in Illinois? Y'all wouldn't find Illinois plates to shoot in Pasadena.
I know.
Like,
They're all trying to find areas and locations.
I don't know. This
Try
is
to make
probably.
it
I
out.
don't know if this is the same Michael Myers reference. Because they just.
is
showing
this
it.
What does it say?
are we still looking for the lake or Haydenville?
No, this is Camp Crystal Lake.
Okay, so that's Jason.
Camp Crystal
New
Lake?
Jersey.
Oh,
It's
New
in New
Jersey.
Jersey?
Okay.
It's
Well,
saying-
if you
it's
went to
saying, like-
Manhattan,
it's
then
saying like,
it's gotta
oh,
be
that makes
somewhere
sense.
close.
Yeah, it's saying like the forest
So-
area in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that does make sense why he would end up in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
let's
see,
just
look,
close
yeah,
by.
so you learn something today. See
Okay,
that?
okay,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
He was out thinking he traveled and stuff. Like, how do
Well,
you
I'm
get
just
there?
saying, that's what I'm thinking because like they got on this big old boat to go to New York. So I'm thinking like Camp Crystal Lake is super far away. Maybe it was literally a 3-hour boat ride. I don't know.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah, see?
traveling.
Yeah, see.
Welcome to Camp Crystal. That's a real place. Does anybody go there to camp? Like, if you go to Camp Crystal Lake after seeing that movie,
is that a real place though?
because you get, I'm sure
it is. Oh.
there's got to be some crazies out there. Like, I'm gonna relive this.
It's a real place in New Jersey.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
They probably do stuff for Halloween there.
I'm sure they do, and it won't
then
be. I
people
won't be
come dressed
involved.
up.
Yeah, you
I
can go
won't be
there.
involved.
I won't be involved. No, there was. I'm not gonna lie. There was one scene in this Manhattan one that had me dying. There was one black dude in the movie, and he was a boxer. So they think they get away from Jason, and they're in Manhattan, and he just pulls up like off the boat, looking for. He's literally looking for the individuals that were on the boat. Not anybody else. Kind of just dies in the midst of him walking around. But the boxer dude was just like, "All right, motherfucker, let's go." It had to be the longest unnecessary scene I think I've watched in a horror film. So he goes up to him, he squares up with him, punches Jason. Jason takes it, looks back at him, swings back again, bop, takes it. So the dude's just swinging at him, fighting him. It's just like a little lightweight fighting Mike Tyson, just throwing all these hits and nothing's landing like correctly. And then the dude's just like, hands are getting bloody. He's getting tired. All this other shit. He's just still swinging. He's like falling on the ground, swinging at him. But the scene is just long. Like, this scene could have been 1 minute. Why was it 5?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why did it just keep going? And the whole thing about it was they were on a roof in a building. While you're fighting it, why don't you run around this motherfucker, take the ladder down, and be gone?
Yeah.
Why were you swinging recklessly like that to tire yourself out to just get kicked off the fucking building?
Kicked off. Oh, that's
he did all that for nothing. That's just...
That is too funny.
So, this is interesting. Freddy Krueger's house is actually in West Hollywood. You guys should go there.
Wait,
so
what?
the Elm Street house is actually in West Hollywood. I have the address right here. You guys can actually pull up on the Elm Street house.
Oh.
And they also, the high school, I don't remember the movies too well, but the school that was also in the film,
that look,
it's also Lincoln High School. Which is also in Los Angeles.
Yeah. What's the house above it? Or that school? That was that Piedmont High? That looked like the house from like Boy Meets World or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is all from the Freddy Krueger films.
I've actually seen that place.
So yeah, you can actually go visit the actual Elm Street house. And so you know, as a grown up now, right? If you and your lady wanted to buy a house and this is on the market,
that's crazy.
Would you buy this house if they gave you a good deal? Nothing ever really happened in there. It's just the Elm Street.
They would have to have a good deal just because of the movie. What's funny is the house is probably expensive.
It probably is.
Yeah. In West Hollywood it is.
Well, we were just West Hollywood in general. You know the house is expensive.
Yeah, it's a little arm and a leg. That's pretty cool.
The fact that, like, we had, this is the movie where Elm Street was filmed. It's like, you mean, so if I can sleep in here and die.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, though.
That's like that, what is the other haunting house that everybody goes to in Ohio?
There's one in Ohio?
Yeah.
That's very specific.
It was a huge
Which house
movie.
The Haunting on Hill House?
No, I did see that one, though.
I didn't watch. I saw like
you didn't watch that?
I didn't watch the whole series. No, I saw like a beginning of it. I just didn't. Not that I didn't get into it. I just never watched it.
It's in. Oh, maybe it's Connecticut.
Oh, the Haunting House, the one in Connecticut. There's a movie on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Connecticut.
And it's they had to redo the outside of the house because too many people kept showing up.
That's hilarious.
So they had to redo it.
That'd be crazy. If you did live in one of those places, you gotta just anticipate people gonna be showing up all the time. People probably show up in Freddy Krueger costumes, like, "Yo, how y'all doing?" And it's like, "Can you leave?" Like,
they're all coming in there. I know, especially during Halloween.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, oh my god.
Yeah. I actually dressed up as Freddy Krueger 2 years back.
You did?
Yeah, I got pictures of me on Instagram of me dressed up like Freddy Krueger.
Well, you were right. This is the Michael Myers house. It's in Pasadena.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that it in Pasadena?
That's the Michael Myers crib.
That's crazy.
You could pull up on it in Pasadena, y'all. I think
that's what they said. They were like, they shot it in Pasadena.
Yeah, the house is still standing. I think someone actually lives in that house. That's pretty interesting.
Now, would you buy a house if somebody was murdered in it?
Hell yeah, it's a good deal. Are you crazy?
They always see. It's a good deal, but it's like, well, do you got to deal with them spirits?
What's up?
I ain't trying to deal with them spirits.
Gay people came and
Control.
Speedy coming in, roasting us out the gate.
We came in, you know.
Y'all should have seen my day. He was so confused when he walked in. I was confused when she got out the car. Because A-Dot didn't have any of this on. She just had the mustache. So I'm like, All right.
Yeah, I know. He was like,
It's the thriller.
What's going on
I
here?
didn't know something changed.
I thought the Will went on and said, I'm going to come on out. It's
The hair and then the hair.
I couldn't guess when he walked in. I'm like,
Right.
show enough?
Slash,
Sure.
slap,
He did. He was
show
like,
enough.
I'm trying to guess who you are.
Yeah, I was like,
He said, show enough. I was like, damn. I was like,
That
you
was
show
funny.
enough? Oh, did anybody ever guess? I'm going to give y'all hints. It could either be the Shogun, I could be Michael Jackson, or DeBarge. Y'all take your pick.
I went with a DeBarge.
He put the hair.
I went with a DeBarge. Somebody said
He
man
said
cold.
Somebody said what?
Man cold.
Man
violation.
code.
Hey, Pops, when you was a kid, did any horror movie scare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 2.
I know you said scared your dad, but I'm saying you. I know.
We got
Yeah.
Speedy in the house, by the way.
'Cause I thought that was real.
Which one?
Birds?
The movie The Bird.
Oh, The
yeah,
Birds.
Scary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
He did
When I saw it, I
phenomenal.
was like, them motherfucking pigeons, man.
No, because you
And
can
the-
walk
Coming
around.
through.
Yeah, well, and it was crows. Those were crows that they used.
Well, you know, crows really would
Oh,
do that
yeah.
to you.
No.
They have a good memory.
If you look it up, they were saying like crows
Mhm.
/ pigeons are like top 10 one of the most scariest animals in America.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy
Yeah,
just
right.
because
I
of
believe
like
it.
one because of the movies and
believe
then
it.
also because of getting shitted on.
yeah, and
Yeah, I
crows,
believe it.
People are always
recognize-
running like, like
Crows recognize people's faces, so if you that's why if you throw something at a crow,
Uh-huh.
it will remember you.
Yeah.
So if it decides to go poop on your car or something, yeah.
crows
Oh,
and
yeah.
ravens are smart. People don't
Yeah.
You ever
catch
seen
that.
a crow chase down a pigeon?
Oh my God,
Oof.
that's violent.
Oh, man.
It's
Man, I mean,
it's
chase
pretty
them
bad.
down.
It's pretty
No,
bad.
bird-
Bam.
Birds in general are ferocious.
Crows are, yeah.
And they're huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Big
pretty
old
bad.
beaks.
Well,
Yeah, that
what
was a
movie y'all
scary
scared
movie.
of? What y'all scared of?
Well, no, we were looking at.
we
He
was
was.
looking
I didn't
at-
know this. Will, because apparently he knows everything about horror films. So he was telling me that all these horror films, a lot were filmed in California. So we looked at the Freddy Krueger
Film where?
in California. So the
Fre-
Freddy Krueger
yeah.
house is in West
Very
Hollywood.
expensive.
Michael Myers' house is in
It's in
Pasadena.
Pasadena, but it's supposed to be based in Haydenville, Illinois.
Which
Right.
is weird because shooting
Yeah.
here is very expensive. It's like
But it's like
shooting
the
in New
70s,
York.
though, right?
Right.
It's still expensive.
Yeah.
Still expensive, yeah.
Because of
Back
unions.
then.
That's
Oh,
why,
yeah.
like, unless you really have to,
Mm-hmm.
people are shooting in LA.
That's why
Unless
everybody
you
was going to
really
like
have
Georgia,
to.
or they'll go to
Yeah.
like the actual city, like
Or they
Maine.
go to Canada.
Yeah,
They go to
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
And especially you're gonna shoot in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
Expensive.
Like when we did
Just to
the
get the
comedy
venue.
show there, and they were like, "You can't go over, Speedy. We got to get in. We got to get out."
Oh,
Like,
wow.
At the Apollo, because 1 minute over, it's triple time.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Oh yeah, for
wow.
everybody there.
I
Yeah.
actually went to the Apollo.
Dang.
Very
Apollo
small,
was dope.
About this big.
I'm about to say the Apollo Theater wasn't as big as it looked on TV.
It looks huge on TV. It's
And it was
this
kind of
big.
cool too, because when I went there, one of my frat brothers, he was dating a girl who worked there, so I got to go there before the show and got to see the background
Oh,
stage
yeah.
and all that. It was
Mhm.
super dope.
Yeah.
And then got to watch the show. But I
Yeah,
was like,
I
this
got
is
a
smaller, way
standing
smaller than I
ovation.
thought.
Smaller. Oh, wow.
There
So
you go.
all these horror movies were. That's really surprising.
Yeah, I didn't know that a lot
Yeah.
of these places you can actually go visit. Oh, Adot, this is for you. I pulled this up.
He was
So-
talking about Camp
Which
Crystal
one?
Lake where Jason's at. I was like, I ain't got no business
Yeah, they actually
being by
have
the
a.
lake.
They actually,
Like-
it's in New Jersey. It's really called Camp Crystal Lake. You
Camp
can actually
Crystal
go
Lake.
there and go
But
to
I'm
the lake.
saying,
but
like,
What is that?
What's
who
that?
goes there and camps after watching that movie though? Like,
this is for Adot. This is the cottage from The Shining.
Is that The Shining?
Yeah,
that's where it was
This
at?
is
Oh,
actually a real
I didn't
place. You
think The
can go
Shining
there.
was scary.
You can
I
go
did-
there.
I think
did.
it was more hype than anything.
I was scared. I was
It was
trying to
very
make made like a
suspenseful.
sequel. And it was
Of The
supposed to be like
Shining?
If they made a
scarier,
sequel, that
yeah,
was
with
probably
Ewan
whack.
McGregor.
Yeah,
And
this
it was
is
kind of
in,
like possessions and all that stuff.
See, I don't really like devil movies. Like if they say the devil in it, I don't
no,
Okay.
no, you were in the same boat. Like literally, because
The
they have movies that they'll be
Conjuring.
like the devil.
like you could do
666.
The
Six,
devil
so
made
like-
you do it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say. Or,
That was
the
scary
Devil
though.
Wears Prada. I didn't go see that either.
No, and you know
Hilarious.
what was scary
That
was
movie
when
was
they showed
actually
the
funny,
real
but-
stuff at the end.
Oh yeah.
The Conjuring, the latest one, the
When
devil
they
made
show,
me
like-
do it, and they showed the real stuff. The
See,
guy
I'm not gonna
who,
watch it because it says the devil made me do it.
Yeah.
I just
Take
got
off.
you.
and it was
bro.
a real possession, and the guy he got off after a few years, but he got possessed, and they were the ones
It's
who
weird
the
looking at you
couple.
with a mustache. It's
It was
fucking. I'm like, I know the voice.
Hey, Dad, you can't be talking about.
Adot, you should dress like this every day.
Oh, should come in here.
You should dress like Prince and shit.
Be
Just
like,
see what
"What's
people
up,
say.
sweetie?" You know,
Where'd
I
you find
think
the
I
jacket
will.
at?
Transgender.
Oh, it was at this costume
Oh yeah, now
shop.
they just gonna think she's
that
a
went out of
transgender.
She's
business.
transgender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then they gonna be like,
How much was it?
the company was going out of business, so it was like $50,
There
but
you
normally
go.
it was like $250.
Yeah, you
But
could
I was
just-
like, I'll
you should
take
just rock.
that
You should
then.
just rock that out though.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
come
Get
in
your
here.
vampire on.
You
You
should
look
just
like-
show. You just
you
show
look
to the
like
ball
a
of what.
Latino dad.
Man,
who who does best.
Right.
Do this all day.
Out there fighting bulls and
Oh
shit.
You
my
gotta show
God,
to the
be
mall and just
funny.
wear that like in a
Yeah,
random
see,
day,
yeah,
like
just
in like
random.
June.
You
It's
should
gotta be
wear
like
it
in
on-
June.
I'ma
some
You should wear it
random-
on a date. Next
What'd
time
you
you go on a date, put that
Go on a
on.
date?
A blind date.
Yeah, put that on. Wear your ruffles and all of that shit.
Yo, we should film that.
I
You
don't
should wear a
even know
body.
how Prince got through with
You should
this
wear that on a
stuff,
blind date.
man.
We should put a body
And the
cam on
punk- You
you.
gotta remember the heels. He had the heels on.
The heels,
Gotta
all
wear
the
heels.
ruffles, just
Yo, Prince.
You didn't put the
he
thing on
made
your
it
face.
smooth. The what?
Oh, the symbol. You need the symbol.
So you
Oh,
look
yeah,
like one
no,
of the
I didn't
dudes
put
in the
that.
band.
Yeah, you just like a Spanish brother.
You like the man on the. You look like Dr. Z. The drummer.
I thought it.
Right.
The drummer.
Right.
I thought she was Jerome when she walked in. Where's your mirror at?
Yeah.
You ain't got no mirror?
Oh
That was
man, that was
That's
funny.
funny.
Well, when I got out of the car and I looked and I saw Nick, Nick's all, you have a mustache.
Because you know, Pop, I don't celebrate
man.
Halloween, so I'll be out of touch.
He's
So I
like,
was confused why she was dressed like that. I'm like, what's going on with you? She like, and I'm looking at her. She's like, oh, we all dressing up. I'm like, for
We.
We. What do you mean we?
She was like Halloween. I'm like,
Said-
Did you put yours in the car? Oh, you got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
she
ain't got
just-
the penny
yeah.
loafers.
I don't. I actually got Nikes on, but
Yeah, penny loafers, guys.
this
you
is
try
the
to-
new. This the new age mic.
did you try to
The
moonwalk?
new age, Mike.
Can't moonwalk with too much grip.
Yup, shit.
Right.
Gotta try to moonwalk.
Oh,
Fuck,
man.
I forgot
Gotta try
to
to
record
move
the
on.
goddamn game.
The hair.
That's funny. So the question is, did you purify yourself in the water of Lake
Lake
Minnetonka before you
Minnetonka.
got here?
I purified,
So
I
again, the
purified.
debate was
I wasn't
he
even in Lake
said
Minnetonka.
that the finest is
Okay.
Apollonia.
No,
I mean,
I
as
No,
vanity,
it's
I
not
said
even close.
Apollonia.
It's not even close.
Between the two?
Oh.
No, in period.
No,
You
just
you
between
have to
two.
choose between them two.
If you had to choose
Alright.
one,
Pick somebody better than Vanity.
vanity or
Vanity
Apollonia.
was bad, but I did like
think
Apollonia
Apollonia-
I'm
though.
trying to tell
I
you,
think
Tell me somebody
Apollonia
you took her
was
top
better
off,
than-
it was a
than
wrap.
Vanity. I can't.
I think
ain't-
Well, see,
Apollonia
this is
was-
where my argument rests. I saw Apollonia naked in the movie. In the discussion.
End of discussion.
Hey,
She
man.
dipped herself.
If Vanity would have did that scene, maybe we would have revisited this
Vanity
conversation.
She was a
She was-
changed woman, so you know what I'm saying. But I'm
Right.
going
Vanity.
Vanity, man. I don't know.
Vanity's cute, but Apollonia took her top off. That's all I know.
Right.
Y'all crazy.
She
And jumped
buy
in the
guitars.
lake.
She'll
That
buy
means
a brother something.
What
She
about-
jumped in
what
the
about
lake
you,
in public.
transgender? What are you doing?
Transgender. What old boy say?
He was
Translender?
Apollonia. I'm translender.
Apollonia is the girl that got on the back of the motorcycle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Apollonia.
Vanity is from
She from
Last Dragon.
Last Dragon.
Last Dragon.
I guess
She was
she
in Last
was
Dragon,
actually
yeah.
supposed to be the character, and her and Prince fell
The
out.
movie was about
Yeah.
her.
Didn't Prince date both of them?
Yeah. He dated
Prince
everybody.
is that dude.
He's that guy, man.
Huh?
Until he had a
dated
baby,
everybody.
and then the baby's brain came out. Anyway,
My mom talked about that.
crazy.
Because apparently,
Oh, that was sad too.
his brain
when
was
he
born
married.
out. It was outside
Yeah.
his head.
So he didn't have no more kids. He just,
my mom
That
met,
baby
my
lived for
mom
like a
met
week,
Prince, and
like,
Prince
I
would,
think it was
my
a
mom
week.
would be his type.
A little boy.
sheesh.
My mom said she met Prince, and he like spoke to her. He said he sounded like he was coming on to her, but she was like, he was just so little.
He is.
he-
yeah. He was little.
Petite.
4'11", something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm glad you did, Mom, because
Parking the handicap.
I would have been short.
Yep. They call you Little Will.
Little
Right.
Will.
I'd have been musically inclined, but
Little Will.
that's
She be
funny.
like,
Why does he have a
Little Will.
mustache at 2?
with
Shout
the
out to Prince, man.
shout out to Prince.
Mustache
Yeah.
too.
Shout out to Prince.
Prince was the best.
Prince was, yeah.
I think he was the only one that I ever met, like in person, who got me starstruck.
Yeah, I met him.
I didn't meet
That was
Prince in
it.
person, but I got to see him in concert. My dad
Mhm.
and Mom took me in to see him. I want to say in like
I
'97.
never know. It's so weird when I hear parents who took the kids to go to a concert.
Huh.
Like, it's a gang of places I took them. I ain't man, you can't go me to the concert.
My mom
Right.
took.
You
my
didn't
mom
take her
took
to no
Kari
concert?
To Prince's concert.
Apparently nobody would watch my ADHD ass, so they had to take me. And-
Get over here.
And all the concerts that I saw were not like stuff that like, oh, actually later in life it was, but like my first concert ever was Montel Jordan, the OJs, and the Isley Brothers.
Oh yeah, that's kind of.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
That's a
and ever since,
different
and then,
thing.
and
do
I,
it
and,
with-
yeah,
Oh.
and then Isley
It's all
Brothers closed it
OJs.
out, and ever since then I was like, Dad, I need to like I need a red pinstripe suit to be like Ron Isley. Like I needed that.
That's a cool.
Where you
dude.
from again?
Seattle or Tacoma,
Seattle,
Washington,
yeah,
but yeah, I tell folks Seattle
Do you,
since.
do you,
Seattle.
Well, most people in Tacoma go, no, I'm from Tacoma.
And I'm from
Yeah.
Tacoma, yeah.
Tacoma.
But everybody in Tacoma go, no, I'm from Tacoma. It's Seattle, nigga, same thing.
Do you know Jovan?
One state.
Yeah.
Kinda, huh?
You know Jovan?
Uh-uh.
It's just a random dude from Seattle. I just thought maybe.
I was like,
That's how you do.
when you said
Who's
Jovan, I was like,
You
I know A
James?
Jovan.
No, nigga, I don't know
You know James.
The black dude from Seattle. I just
name
figured y'all all
people.
might know each other. You know?
fans.
Yeah.
Y'all
One out of the
naming
300,000
people.
people.
It can't be that many black people out there like that. Yeah,
Nah, Tacoma,
Did
yeah.
y'all go to school together?
Tacoma and Seattle are different. Tacoma and Seattle are different. Ooh, Django.
That'd be a
Yeah.
good costume.
I should do it.
What if a white person dressed
That
up
would've
as
been a good
Django?
one.
Would that be bad?
What if a
What?
white person dressed up as Samuel L. Jackson's character and was really dropping N-bombs like that? And then you found out that he was doing blackface.
Oh.
If it's funny, I'll let it slide.
Ooh.
I'm all about
From
comedy. If it's
yeah, I
funny,
was
it's
say
funny.
from a comedic perspective,
Yeah.
I'm a laugh, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you fucked up. That's funny
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Because Robert Downey Jr. played the Mexican.
He sure did.
And he played
Yeah.
a black dude.
Yeah, he
In
did.
And
Tropic Thunder.
And both was funny. So,
And he
yeah.
killed both
Both was
roles.
funny,
Like
so I
it was
can't-
funny.
I can't be mad at him.
Yeah.
It was funny.
People do it. It's like, man,
Do you think whiteface
Mhm.
would be funny?
it can.
Oh,
be.
it was funny. White
You
chicks.
think
White chicks.
Yeah, they did it. White chicks.
That movie was
that was funny?
hilarious.
That
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
was hilarious.
White chicks one of my faves.
We should make some more whiteface movies.
My wife.
More whiteface
That
movies.
shit was hilarious. They should do
Dead
like
presidents. That wasn't really whiteface, but
Hey, we going to something. Well, imagine
Yeah.
if a black dude wanted to run for president, so you had to pretend to be white.
there we go.
Dead president.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Hi,
would be a
everybody.
good one.
My fellow Americans. Like, what if you found out that Obama was dark skinned?
Then you caught him smoking weed,
No, you
eating chicken and shit. Like, what are you
Smoking
doing
weed.
eating chicken? Like, oh shit.
What are you doing? Oh, that's
funny.
funny. That's funny.
So yeah, no, yeah, better. Just touching up
Yeah.
on those. So yeah, Halloween. Anybody got any parties? Anything fun y'all got going on this weekend?
Yeah.
I mean, you dressed up, but that don't mean
My,
you're going anywhere.
my cousin's having her.
Looking out the window.
Yeah, my
Right.
cousin's having her 40th birthday, but she rented a circus.
Hmm?
Like
Oh,
a
yeah, you
full
told me
on.
about
It's gonna
that.
be huge.
Where?
So I'm going to Phoenix.
East LA?
So
Oh.
no.
In East LA. Yo,
No.
I lived in Boyle Heights.
No,
so,
Well, I
it's
think
gonna
you
be a
live in East
full-on
LA.
circus. Like,
Echo Park?
Hey,
it's gonna
fucker.
be- Hey,
man.
Dodgers, eh?
come as Princess.
I watched that
Be a
cat
whole
Williams.
bunch of Latinos dressed like
Yup.
Prince.
I watched that
The
Cat
mariachi
Williams
band.
and that
The
Cat Williams stand up when
mariachi.
he was talking about like how Mexicans be. He said they be partying until like for months.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like I lived in
Break
Boyle
the
Heights,
fucking
like in the Wildwood projects or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And like everybody, like they were, I was like, oh snap, they out there turned up, they partying, it's late. And then I looked
Yeah.
outside, I was like, they really getting married right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the backyard?
And a
Like,
birthday.
It's a party.
birthday.
And a
Right, and then
Mhm.
they get those like full little
Yeah,
tents,
I'm in.
like a full tent that cover the whole block.
I'm in Silmar.
Yep.
This motherfucker practice every night. That's how I know he practice because they were. But I do it one more time, one more time, one more time,
One more time.
one more time.
They do.
That's
I
crazy.
tell you what, though.
They be
Bright and
getting
early
it
with
in.
the
They know how to
tamales.
party with nothing.
Yeah.
Like you go to most
Yeah.
parties, you need all kind of stuff. Most Mexican parties I've been to, you got the
Is
grill.
it Latino or Mexican?
I've been to Mexican parties because
Yeah.
Mexican parties you get Coronas.
You're supposed
Yeah.
to say I mean, what is
Modelo.
it?
Well, you can say
Yeah,
Latino,
Is it
but I
Mexican
mean,
or Latino?
They were from
Well,
18th
Mexicans,
Street. Them is
but
Mexican.
and
Latinos, like
well, it
everybody.
depends because like
I feel like
in
I'm
LA,
saying
in California, it's definitely
Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah.
But if you go to like New York, it's
Yeah, those might
Latino.
be Latino.
Yeah,
Because
Mexicans
you
are
got
from 18th
Puerto
Street.
Rican, Cubans,
Yeah.
Dominicans.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of y'all.
but Mexicans would
A
be on
lot
the
of
West
y'all.
Coast.
there's a lot of
A lot of Latinos in Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
Right by the
Oh
border.
yeah.
Did
It's right there by
y'all-
the border. Yeah.
Before we get out of here, A-Dot, did you see what your people did
What they do?
down by the border?
Which one?
Which one?
So
They do
like
now.
5,000 of them went down to the border,
Uh-huh.
and Border Patrol, there's only 3 of them. They
Yeah.
like IDs,
They rushed them.
IDs. They say, hey. They 5,000 Mexicans went right through it. And the border dude just stood on the side with his hand on his hips like,
What was he
They
gonna
couldn't
do?
do nothing. What was he gonna do?
Grab one?
4,997 because 3 had to show the ID.
yeah, the first 3, the first 3 show the ID.
Right.
I
Yeah.
got my, yeah. So
I got my papers.
y'all
Oh,
should have
you gotta
been did
do
that
rush
shit.
it.
Y'all
You
should have
gotta
been
rush
did
it.
that, man. Yeah, so I
That's
thought that was
crazy.
dope. I thought that was pretty
They
cool.
just
Who
gotta
like
rush
who's
it
gonna
and come
stop
through.
that?
Yo, you should see this. Look it up when you get home, man. They just stand on the side looking like, hey,
Because my
man,
thing is,
shit.
even if they weren't reckless, even if they started shooting, they don't got enough bullets to knock out 5,000 people.
There's nothing you
No.
can do, man.
Like,
They ran right
They
there.
knew. They knew what's
All
up.
I'm
Just
finna
rush
get
it.
all I'm finna get a PPP loan.
Yeah.
Just rush it.
They're going to be cool in a minute. You know?
go back home.
Get motherfucking
Random
oranges.
businesses have been started in Tijuana.
Oranges! Tamales!
Yep.
Tamales.
Tamales.
Tamales!
I'm
Them
going
tamales be
Saturday.
good,
I'm
though.
going. It's one right here on Saturdays. It's farmers market right here.
Oh.
Uh huh.
They got the tamale lady right there. I go every Saturday.
We're making some.
Who is
in
we?
like a month. Me and a couple of my
You
cousins.
or Prince?
At home?
No, me and my cousins.
Like,
Not Prince.
you're talking about in
me and my
in
cousins.
Arizona,
No,
at
it's
home?
actually here. So
What is the
Like
corn
at our
with the
I'll be
place?
doing
mayonnaise on it?
yeah, not at our place, but
Okay.
What's
Yeah,
your mayonnaise
What is the corn
corn?
with the mayonnaise
And
on
the
it?
hot Cheeto sauce.
Oh my gosh.
What about
so
it?
good.
So I finally had
What's it
that
called?
with the
Elote?
hot shit on it,
Elote.
and I forgot to tell the lady not to put it on there, but it was already on there, and I'm like, fuck it, I just mixed it. That shit was good as fuck.
yeah,
Yo, that
the
corn?
elote,
Yeah.
it's good.
Corn don't do shit for you, but
They be
hey,
putting everything
the-
on
now
it.
that
They be
mayonnaise with the
slapping in
spice?
mayonnaise, the spice.
And you know what's
everything.
crazy? If you tell somebody about this, they're not gonna eat it. If you tell somebody to take some corn out of a pot, slather some mayonnaise on it, some cheese, and
Some hot sauce.
they gonna be
Parmesan,
like,
put the
I'm cool.
Parmesan on
Some
top.
Like for
yeah.
They'll be like, I'm cool. But if you taste it, it'll change your
you
life.
got to get
man.
the right one. I was.
You
in,
have to get
I was
the-
in
yeah.
Seattle.
It'll change your life.
Yeah.
And somebody, it was in the mall, and the guy had the little stand. I said, well, let me try it. Went back 5 times. I need 2 more cups, dog. He's like, you good? I said, I need 2 more cups.
He said I went back 5 times.
Let me get one to
No,
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
do it for you.
In Seattle, of all places.
Seattle hot
It's
dogs.
like
Oh,
that in
wow.
Seattle?
Yeah,
All
there
right.
is.
Yeah, y'all
There's
y'all
some-
making
And
your way up
Latino.
north.
We
My school
moving
was super
around. We
diverse.
moving
We had a lot
around.
of. It was random. We had Mexicans, Samoans, blacks, Russians.
Oh yeah, you got some.
Like-
Yeah,
Oh,
y'all
wow.
do get Russians. I
It
forgot
was
that.
Because like if you go to like
He
Tukwila,
said
which is
y'all
like
do get Russians.
Tukwila, which is like South Africa, or excuse me, they have a lot of East Africans. So there's like a lot of Somalia. Was it Eritrea?
Don't ask me. That sounds racist to me. I don't know.
I
what
don't
you're
know.
talking about.
Well, no, I'm just
I
saying.
always say the boat people.
I'm not trying to say like I'm just saying like in terms of
So what's the
cultures.
dude? Those
Yeah,
pirates.
okay,
So what's the
okay.
motherfuckers that steal a boat?
The pirates.
No,
Pirates?
but what the
The
Somalians
pirates?
Somalian.
with the big forehead and a whole bunch of teeth?
I never seen the movie.
I wasn't
so
gonna say
don't know.
that, but
I never seen the teeth. No, that was real.
Are you talking
No.
about that movie with
Yeah,
Tom Hanks?
He said, "Give me the boat. Get off the boat."
They still do that.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, they still do that to
It'd
this
be
day.
500 of them and one dude with a gun. Get off the goddamn boat.
That's
Why don't you
crazy.
just keep going? Like, we in the ocean. You know?
Why you
I'm just
stop?
going to say no.
Yeah.
No.
Chase me.
Just keep going.
Where's he at? Right there.
Yeah, I'm
That's
no.
funny. What are you doing this weekend?
gonna
Are
go?
you
What am I doing this
any
weekend?
Halloween parties?
I keep hearing about parties, but I haven't decided on what makes the most sense.
Mm.
Cause I ain't trying to like do nothing super crazy to be honest. I mean, we still got everything going on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kick it, and I got some stuff to film, so I ain't trying to like show up to no place to get no positive
like, hey,
results. So I was like,
Trick or treat.
right? I'll probably be kicking it at the crib.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
But I can just throw this out there. This is kind of off topic from Halloween, but Caitlyn Jenner, what she said about Dave Chappelle about him being 100% right.
Oh yeah, I
So
heard
Caitlyn
about
Jenner
that.
was like, he's 100% right. She said,
Uh-huh.
and in regards to the whole problem with the transgender community, it's like if you got your people saying that,
Yeah,
then,
that
you
was
know,
huge. And actually,
I thought that was big.
Caitlyn Jenner's birthday is today.
Ooh,
72.
oh yeah, we got a few birthdays in the house today.
Oh yeah.
Let's throw those out
Some
there.
of the celebrity birthdays today.
Go ahead and list those off.
Caitlyn Jenner, 72.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates.
Is it Caitlyn? No, Caitlyn's 3.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn is 3.
What?
Caitlyn is what?
3. She's only been around for 3 or 4 years.
Bruce.
So,
Bruce is 58.
okay, so
Right.
Bruce is
Caitlyn's-
69.
Yeah, Caitlyn's 4.
Caitlyn is 3.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. So 72.
yeah, Caitlyn's 3.
Get your math right. Get your math right.
That's your math. Bill Gates is 66.
Bill
I
Gates.
think
He live in
lying.
Washington.
I think he lying.
Yeah.
He look older than 66.
I mean,
He does
white,
look
so
old.
you know.
Oh,
What's crazy is like
Yeah.
you got all that money, you couldn't get the proper lotion.
yeah, damn, I thought he was way older than in the
Like-
60s.
Like you can get the right shea butter or nothing. You were still like, I'm gonna use
I'ma
this
use
guy.
that. Frank Ocean is 34.
Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Frank?
Joaquin Phoenix is 47.
I like
Ooh,
Joaquin
the
Phoenix.
Joker.
So do I love
He's a good
him.
actor.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't like him in the Joker, but
Remember
he's a
we were
good
talking about
actor,
clowns and the Joker?
He's a
Yeah.
good actor, though.
Oh, he did.
Joaquin Phoenix.
God.
Ooh,
he did that, Joe. Julia Roberts is 54.
Pretty Woman.
Cheryl Underwood is 58.
I never understood that movie, Pretty Woman.
About the yeah.
I'm
I
not
did.
saving no prostitute. Get the fuck.
All right, I'm saving her.
She came up.
She came up. She wasn't arguing. There was nothing about the movie she could argue with. She was like, "This is a good deal."
Yeah,
Like-
She got paid. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
come up.
Right.
She ended up with them. She turned her life around.
Mm-hmm.
She came up.
And
We
it's
got some
called
other
Pretty
people on
Woman, too.
here.
Ain't that a bitch?
Pretty woman.
I like how
Yeah.
I like you said Annie Potts, the girl from Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, Annie Potts, 69.
Okay.
From the
She was
obviously
from
the-
Ghostbusters
obviously
and
from
Designing
the
Women.
original Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
An
and Brad
alien?
Paisley, 49.
Who's Brad Paisley?
Brad Paisley, a singer, country singer.
Oh, okay.
That's why I don't know.
Gwendolyn Christie is 43.
Who's that?
If you watched Game of Thrones.
Mm.
She was the tall
I did
6
not
foot
watch
I've never seen
3.
Game of Thrones.
Well, I
Oh.
thought I was the only one.
Nah, bro.
She's been in
Yeah, I
other
didn't see
stuff,
it.
but
I might watch it. I've never seen it.
she's 6'3". Like
Jesus.
she's a. I mean,
Jesus.
she came out.
6'3".
She did her thing
She
too.
came
and
out, or
Like
she,
she.
You gotta be careful with your language.
I should
Right.
say she came out and.
As a transgender.
No.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if she is. She might.
You said
I
she's
don't know.
6'3".
She's 6'3".
not to say like height has a like once you become
but
over 6 foot you
she
gay,
came out
but
with a
like,
sword and was just doing her thing.
Oh, you mean her
like-
performance in the
yeah,
show?
her
Oh, you said
performance in the show.
You said she was 6'3" and she came out.
yeah,
Oh,
he said
yeah,
she's
no,
6'3" and
sorry,
she came out. I
sorry.
was
Yeah, we
like,
thought.
Sorry, I don't want anybody to.
Yeah,
nowadays
mistake
everything
that,
is
you
so
know what I'm
like,
saying?
Yeah, we
do
didn't know
say
what
But
was going
she's
on.
6'3",
And
but
she's a
she
great
came out with
actress.
that sword
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
was killing dudes, and I was
Yeah.
loving that.
That's great to see a tall woman in the film. 'Cause
Yeah.
They don't, you know.
yeah,
don't
they
do that.
try to find a guy that match, and he
I
always
was
be
like,
like
well,
5'5".
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah. I think the other actor, he was probably her height.
Mm.
Like they were literally probably the same height.
That's dope.
Dolph-
You guys,
like
did you guys
Dolph
watch
Lundgren?
Game of Thrones?
I haven't seen one
I
episode.
did.
You haven't? Oh my God! You
They
guys
got that
gotta-
little
you
guy
guys
in
gotta
there.
watch
They
it.
got
Oh
the
yeah,
little
the
guy.
dude from he's in the Marvel
cool.
movies too.
Oh yes, you gotta
something-
watch it though. He did good though.
Scares me.
Peter Dinklage
Scares me. I'm good.
scares you.
Hey,
Peter
man, we already had
Dinklage.
this thing, man.
Does he get
He's
eaten by a
good.
dragon?
No,
Oh shit.
That's funny.
but I did like. The
I thought
dragons.
it was hilarious that they made him a giant in one of the Marvel movies.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Like they made he's like a little person, but they made him a giant.
in the
They
Avengers.
should have made him Ant-Man.
Ant-Man,
Ant-Man.
even smaller.
Even smaller than
It
no,
would have made sense.
That's funny.
no.
It would've
Ant-Man.
made
Small
sense.
gets smaller.
They made him
That's
huge
funny.
though in
They made a little
Avengers.
person big.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
giant.
He was
But
a
he
giant.
still
It
looked
was
he still
funny.
looked like a dwarf. But, or
Yeah,
a
he
little
was
person.
a little. Yeah, but they made him huge
I don't know.
and
Like
gigantic.
I just
It
don't know
was
what the
funny.
proper language
Too
is
many
nowadays.
jokes. Too many
Yeah.
jokes. I'm just gonna let it
A
go.
little person,
Right.
small
Little
person.
person.
Shout out to
small.
Dinkage. Oh, what's the name?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Yeah.
That's
He's good.
that's Anika's crush. Shout out to
Yeah.
Dinkage. Yeah.
He's
She said-
phenomenal.
Nika got some weird. I know Nika, you ain't on the show right now to defend yourself, but Peter Dinklage and was it Jason Bateman?
Oh yeah,
That's
Who's
crazy.
Jason Bateman? Who's that?
The dude from Ozark.
Yeah,
The guy who wrote
Jason Bateman.
Ozark. He's
Oh,
like a
really?
comedic, like yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking of Jason
was good.
Statham when she first said that. I didn't know
Which
why.
would make sense because girls love Jason Statham.
Jason
It's
Yeah,
like,
I was
yeah.
thinking. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking of Jason Statham. I
Bald
wasn't
head.
thinking about it. Ozark.
Right. He can fight, and Jason Statham can actually fight too.
Yeah.
They were saying like fight wise, like people like training for movies and stuff. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
no, they're like he could like literally get in the ring with somebody. They're like,
I know him and Michael Jai White.
oh, Michael Jai White fucked
Oh
somebody up.
yeah.
He got like
Yeah.
8 black belts.
He can go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to
He-
He's
Spawn.
good.
Oh yeah, and he's big too.
Yeah.
Like he don't
Michael
just
Jai.
fight, like he fight, but he the size of like
He
a
looks like a
middle
football
linebacker.
player. Yeah, he looks like a football
Oh yeah.
Like,
He's
he
like
look-
6'2", 230.
Yeah.
Like he's solid.
They
Like,
good.
Yeah.
and fast. It don't make no sense.
Be beating people down.
But cool.
Oh, that's funny.
All right,
Well-
so listen, are y'all gonna give a report on y'all? Are y'all going trick or treat? I know y'all asked how
Ooh,
old. Are y'all going to do this or not? And it's
Am I
COVID.
going
How
to
does that
trick or
work?
treat?
That's what I'm saying.
How does
Like,
it work with COVID?
like, do they put like an extra plastic bag over the plastic wrap
Yeah.
because of the?
You have to wear a mask
You have
over
to
your
wear a
mask.
mask on a mask.
You
No,
might
just
have to
get
wear
it
a
Right.
off.
mask on your mask. You know.
That's gonna suck too. People won't have their mask on, not breathing under the mask.
Or if y'all do go out, can y'all please get some funny footage? You know what I'm saying?
Please be safe. Oh,
That
I
would be
will
funny.
get.
Could
the
you imagine
circus
that a Michael
footage
Myers
for you
mask with the
guys.
mask over it?
Yeah.
Like he's trying to be safe. That's hilarious.
Right. I'm trying to
Yeah.
be safe even though I kill folks. Like,
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yo.
I'll
I might go
get
get a
the
mask just to do that.
the footage from the party I'll be at. So
Oh,
You're going to a
that'll
circus.
be very
Yeah.
entertaining.
Get some
Right.
footage. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Only circus.
Well, I'm like,
watching.
is there gonna be clowns?
Oh, you don't do clowns.
Is there gonna be an elephant?
You scared of elephants?
Huh?
You scared of elephants?
I don't know.
Elephants
She
are
just
cool as
said
long
they
as
just
you- I
said
mean,
it'd be a
they're
full-on
tame.
circus. So
Oh, okay.
As long as you tamed the elephant, but just like I said,
I think it'll be fun.
elephants got that memory though. Like you were saying about crows, if you fuck it up with an
Uh-huh.
elephant, they gonna remember for life that they don't like you.
And elephants can fight too.
And they're gonna be
so-
doing shows too,
Ooh.
like performances.
We'll
try
take
to-
one more call before we take
Yeah, we're
off.
trying to get out of here. What
Yeah.
up, caller?
What up?
I know, but they do have COVID protocols here.
For Halloween?
Oh, okay, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, for Halloween.
What you gotta
And
wear?
it's like, you know how they have a bunch of kids run up to the house?
Right.
Can't do that no more. You have to have 2 kids at the house. They have to have masks on. You have to stand a few feet away from the door. They put the candy. A lot of times they tell you just put the candy on the doorstep.
Oh, like and they slide the bucket out. I've seen that
Oh,
before.
Yep.
okay.
That's
That's,
like
that's what they.
dogs
That's
like
what they're.
that.
That's what they're
That's
doing.
funny.
But
That's
they
fucked
have
up.
a lot of COVID things for the kids around the city, so they should be able to do that too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, for sure.
So they
Thanks,
changed
Vern.
it. Thanks,
All right,
Vern.
That's crazy. Yeah. I'm trying to
That's
figure like
interesting.
just real quick, who's regulating that? Because I like,
I was
could you?
thinking the same thing
If
when you
security
said
was
it.
walking by, like, yeah, we got 3 kids at this house, and they're standing at least 3 feet away from the guy. It's too close.
We got a
Yeah.
Power Ranger and a Michael Myers apparently standing.
A Michael Myers.
Right.
Like, how do you? Yeah.
Well, you know, there's gonna be some Karens out there, you
Right.
know, doing their
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So, you
What
know.
happened? Well, I got a citation because I was 3 feet in by the house instead of 6.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, good
Like,
luck
how
with
do
that
you-
shit, y'all. Good
get
luck.
that
man.
together. But yeah, we about to head out to go enjoy this holiday weekend. So,
Yeah.
hey, Dot, let the people know where they'll find you. Or should I say the
Yeah.
artist formerly known as?
Artist formerly known
As
as
A.
Prince,
Dot.
my fave.
Okay.
But you can catch me at A.Laughs, ADOT Laughs, LAUGHS.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're supposed to laugh as you do it. There you go.
A. Dot
Like,
laughs.
it
Come on, you
wouldn't
gotta
even
laugh.
get-
A.
it
Dot
was all
laughs.
like, it was all like, you know,
Hey.
so speaking of that real quick, at the comedy show, the ladies
That shit's
next to
funny.
me were like, your laugh is so hysterical. I was all,
That's
oh, thank
funny.
you.
Everybody said that. At the
We got to
comedy
hear
show,
that
you
laugh
know?
though.
Yeah.
Give it to
yeah.
us, A. Dot. Let's get that laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's not A. Dot giggles. It's A. Dot laughs. no?
A.Laughs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta lean back and laugh. She'll be like,
She do.
I love it.
You got that laugh for real.
Mhm.
We got Nick's over on the 1s and 2s.
Hey, yeah, make sure you guys
Yeah.
subscribe, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, post in there what was your favorite Halloween costume, what was your worst Halloween costume, and are you still trick or treating, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post it in the chat.
I think I got one of my worst costumes on right now as we speak.
Possible.
hair.
So for those who didn't guess, I am Michael Jackson. This is the baggy Thriller outfit.
I was gonna go Rick James. You
He's
know,
all-
Yeah, I'm gonna
Rick
go ahead and
James.
flip it up. It's like I could be.
you can go Rick James.
I could be Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Oh
Weird,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. You can, you can just see.
There's a
You
whole
look
lot
like
going
you
on here.
trans slender.
Right.
Right.
A. Dot was like, hey, put this on. She said it should fit you.
I was like, yeah, you look, yeah. You've been
Yeah.
working
I
out.
put it on. I'm over here looking like Baggy Jackson.
Y'all should wear this shit after the 31st though. That'd be the best part.
Come in, we don't come
Hilarious.
in.
Yeah, just you know.
Pop
Show up
up.
on Monday.
Stuck it out like
What's up,
that,
y'all?
man.
Show
Yeah,
up
we
on
still
Speedy.
here.
I was show up on Speedy show.
Oh yeah, Speedy ran up out of here.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I'm your boy William Basham. You can find me on all platforms. Instagram, well, I guess Instagram at It's William Basham. Everything else, William Basham on TikTok, YouTube, and yeah, it's the No Name Show,
Yeah.
Halloween show, and we out.
We out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Y'all stay safe tonight, man.